I gotta know about it. Yep.
We good? We good? Good.
Hey,
Hey, hi!
yes!
We just talked about that as a bit, so I figured I should commit. Hello, friends and foes, fays and fiends. Welcome to GaryCon Online. We are Quests and Chaos. You can find us on twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos. We stream a bunch of times a week. The number varies, but usually it's about 3. We play D&D, including our shows Natural One, coming back this Monday, and Chaos Agents on Tuesdays. That's right, that is tomorrow. It is a Sunday. We also stream Call of Cthulhu with the Great Dane Society on Saturdays, and occasionally other fun, random interludes like this, or our deck builder streams, or any other kind of fun, exciting content. Today, we are going to be playing Lady Blackbird, a game designed by John Harper of 17 Design. It's a very fun little steampunk space opera shenanigan. Let's get a quick round of...
Those are my favorite kind of games.
Yes.
Space opera shenanigan games.
Yes.
Yes.
Did not sign
So
up to
let's get a quick round of intros for everybody here. Let's start with...
Hi everyone, I am Thomas Cook. I am the Dungeon Master of Chaos Agents D&D, which streams on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Time at twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos. I am playing Cyrus Vance, an ex-Imperial soldier turned smuggler and soldier of fortune. I'm the captain of this ship.
All right. Looking forward to that.
We're off to a great start already.
I know. Hi, I'm Bo Christian Williams. I am the DM of the show Natural One. That's Monday nights on Quests and Chaos, twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos. And we are starting back up with season 2 tomorrow. Is our first episode of the second season. So definitely come check us out. Dark, gritty world, but still plenty of shenanigans. So come enjoy it. I am playing Snoggle. He's a goblin sky sailor, and I'm the pilot of the Owl. Bit of a daredevil, but generally, I have a heart of gold. I wish I did. I would sell it. Just kidding.
I smuggled that out.
Yeah, there it is.
Hi, I'm Kelly Olszewski, a For Never DM.
Nice.
And I actually play on Nat 1, streaming season 2 tomorrow at 7 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time.
Pacific time.
Pacific
Time. And tonight I'm going to be playing Naomi Bishop, a former pit fighter and bodyguard.
All right, and hello, my name is Julie Hall. I play on the Great Dane Society Call of Cthulhu, which we play Saturdays. And today I am playing Kale Arkham. I like to sneak around. I like things that are shiny, like his heart of gold. And but I'm the mechanic of the Owl, and I am beholden to Cyrus Vance.
And I am Alondra Heilman, aka Lady Bedivere. I play on Swords and Sages on Quest and Chaos, in the rare occasions when that's going to be cropping up. You can find the podcast, though, and listen to all the horrifying shenanigans from our first chunk of that arc. And today I will be playing Lady Blackbird and everyone else. So with all of that business taken care of, let's begin. Lady Blackbird is on the run from an arranged marriage to Count Carlo. She hired a smuggler skyship, the Owl, to take her from her palace on the imperial world of Elysium to the far reaches of the Remnants, so she could be with her once secret lover, the Pirate King Uriah Flint. However, just before reaching the halfway point of Haven, the Owl was pursued and captured by the Imperial cruiser Hand of Sorrow under charges of flying a false flag. Even now, Lady Blackbird, her bodyguard, and the crew of the Owl are detained in the brig, while the commander of the cruiser, Captain Hollis, runs the smuggler ship's registry over the wireless. It's only a matter of time before they discover the outstanding warrants and learn that the Owl is owned by none other than the infamous outcast, Cyrus Vance. How will Lady Blackbird and the others escape the Hand of Sorrow? What dangers lie in their path? Will they be able to find the secret lair of the Pirate King? And if they do, will Uriah Flint accept Lady Blackbird as his bride? By the time they get there, will she want him to?
Not with this guy around.
And thus opens our scene. Our scene opens in the brig of the Hand of Sorrow. Now, this is an Imperial cruiser. This is a nice brig, as brigs go, which is not to say that it's nice, but it's at least clean. It's relatively sanitary on the scale of things. The downside is that it means there's a lot fewer little, sky rat holes where people might have hidden things, a lot less weak points and rust in the seams, which makes it a little bit trickier to figure out. But we got a pretty creative bunch here. Picture just sort of a, big metallic room, kind of dark, has a little bit of that fluorescent light buzz happening, which is really getting to everybody at this point. Been here for maybe an hour. You know that the owl has been pulled up and kind of, attached to the side of the Hand of Sorrow is being held on. Probably wouldn't be that hard to, unhook it and get going if you can just get there. Currently, you're all just waiting. There's no guard in here with you. They didn't see the need. Everyone's been fairly compliant, aside from a little bit of, angry snarling from various members of the crew when we were first arrested.
They got my eye twitch.
Yeah. But currently you're here alone, and you know that there's only really two things that are going to make this a huge problem. But they're both pretty big. One is that they're going to run the specs on the ship, discover it is the Owl, discover that Cyrus Vance is in command, and everyone's going to get arrested. The second problem is if they discover that Tasha, the super innocuous passenger that you picked up at your last port, is in fact Natasha Syria, the Lady Blackbird herself, on the run from her homeland and her arranged marriage. At which point you will all be shipped back, probably tried for varying levels of treason and kidnapping and all kinds of fun stuff like that, and everyone's going to wind up not in a good spot. And thus the scene opens with our 5 reluctant crew members trapped in the brig.
All right, boss. This is another one you got us into. It's Tuesday, so clearly we're in prison.
Yeah, well, it must be Tuesday, because we're in prison.
I'm creeping around. I'm looking underneath any of the springs on the mattresses. Anything I can pull off, use as a pick for the lock.
This place is so clean. There has to be a garbage chute nearby. If we could just blast our way into that.
This is a routine occurrence for you?
We
Tuesday?
often try and avoid the Empire, as you can see by my brown coat here.
I did think that was an odd color for your complexion, but now that you say that, it makes a lot of sense.
You got a problem with my complexion? It's pink now.
Oh! I didn't have a problem, but that is very pleasant. It contrasts nicely with...
You don't get it. I'm green again.
Oh, never mind.
As a smuggler, I do prefer the white shirt and the black vest. It's just what I do.
She said she likes pink.
I feel threatened, boss. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting this.
You
I'm
guys,
just here to fly the ship, man. I'm not here to...
No. I appreciate it, Naomi. You can be whatever color you like.
Oh, I got another
long as
idea,
it's
boss.
pink.
You know what we should do? If these guys get into a fight and the guard comes in, I can get the keys.
yeah, I like it.
What you? No, I don't need a fight. I'm not. Look, I'm the flyer here. I like to live dangerously behind, the wheel in a cockpit.
okay, you guys
not
get into a shouting
facing
match
this
when they come
person's
in.
fist in my face.
Well, yeah.
I could get into a fight.
Yeah.
Naomi's very good at fighting, actually. That's how I met her.
Yeah, she's got a certain set of skills in fighting. I think it's a great idea, Snark.
Does infighting.
I feel like I could probably fight this door.
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Is it like a prison bar? Like what kind of gate are we working with here?
Honestly, picture the holding cell from Empire Strikes Back. You've kind of got, it's a lot of big metal panels riveted on things with sort of the, pocket door. But you feel like, you're a big, tough gal. You feel like you could, if there's a weak point, you could probably find it. There is a little, porthole kind of window thing that looks like it might be less stable than everything else.
Okay. I'll go, okay, so like if you guys are fighting and I try to break you up, you can throw me at the guard, and that way I can grab his key.
I'm thinking more. How far?
Throw them.
Throw
That's
you?
great. No, them.
Are you pink yet?
This hand is. It's pink. It's getting there, slowly but surely.
Yeah. Tasha, I'm really sorry about this. You know, I mean, again, it is a weekly occurrence, but, you know, doesn't...
I am questioning whether I maybe should have vetted my escape route a little bit. I was in sort of a rush. The wedding, like, the dress was on and everything.
No,
was
you
sort of
made a
problem.
great decision. This guy gets things done.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
He has gotten many things done since I've been on the ship, mostly repairs, because your ship is sort of a mess.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I keep it good. I keep it good.
Come on. She does great. What are you talking about?
I didn't say anyone was doing poorly, although we are still in prison. But I understand that's because it's Tuesday. What happens on Wednesday?
We
We get drunk on Wednesdays.
Oh,
right.
Then we get out of here so we can get drunk.
We definitely got to make it to Wednesday.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Start the battle, and then you can.
Well, hey, hold on.
Yeah, that's right. Hit her.
Hey, hold on. No, let's take a step back.
Well,
We've got an opportunity. Let's really take a look around this place and see the lay of the land.
well, the thing there is this window over here, and it looks like, and I'm gonna go over and kind of like knock on it with a knuckle. Like, it looks like it would probably, the structural integrity here is not good. But my question is, what do we do once we get out? Because either way, there's going to
Right.
be a big ruckus.
Also, if that porthole is gone or something, is there room to reach out and open it? Do we need a key on the other end?
Oh,
You
I
know?
can make room.
I'm sorry.
Very good at making room.
Can you describe your character for me? I need a little more here.
Yeah, sure.
And
No.
and your character name. Your character name again.
Her name is Naomi Bishop, and she's a former pit fighter and bodyguard to Lady Blackbird.
Awesome.
And she big tough strong girl.
Nice. And Julie, what's your character's name?
Kale Arkham, like the asylum.
Nice.
She's like
And the vegetable.
Yes.
Sorry. Kale, male, female, non-binary?
None.
None?
None.
All right.
nice.
Gender is a construct. We don't have time for that here. This is space.
There
Do
is
what I
no
gotta
gender in
do. I do what I gotta do.
I'm a fight wizard that can cast fist. So
There you go. There you go.
Can shatter
Yeah.
things. Oh,
yeah.
oh, there we go. Okay, if we're gonna be brutal about it, I was gonna try to get, but if we want to just be brutal, let's work together.
I just want to clarify that we have determined that subtlety is no longer an option.
right.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm much better at subtle, but I can do.
You're good at subtle because I'm not.
I'm learning that.
I mean, I can
Okay.
get small,
Cyrus,
and I
Cyrus,
shrink
what do
down
you
to
need
about
us
3
to
feet
do?
tall.
Oh, okay. That is a nifty trick.
Sit tight. And I teleport myself out of the room.
No, he does this. Don't worry. He'll come back. Just wait.
Is that normal?
It is, actually.
No, the last time that happened to me, I was getting jilted on a different wedding, different problem, but fascinating.
Cyrus Vance. Secret of the warp blood. I
Yep.
can teleport myself.
He's just...
Are you kidding me? The captain of the ship has left us, and I'm just gonna turn and punch that porthole out.
No, he's fine! Oh, God!
Okay, you want to punch portal? Great.
Get your girl, man. Get your girl!
She's doing exactly what she needs to do. She's getting me out of the brig so I can escape. So, you're going to punch the porthole. Would you, here's the thing. If you just want to punch this door open, you can actually just punch it open. It is, however, going to create a ruckus. If you would like to do this quietly, it's going to require a roll.
You know what? Let's go for it. First roll of the night.
First roll of the night. All right.
What am I rolling?
So, this is a D6 pool-based system. So you are going to roll one die just for trying. Just for doing the punch. You're going to
Big wind up, small hit.
Yeah. Then you are going to pick one of your traits. Your current traits are Pit Fighter, Bodyguard, Ex-Slave, or Keen. You will roll one die for whichever of those traits you choose to use, and then under that trait you can use as many tags as you have marked that seem applicable.
Neat. Okay. So I am going to have my one for try, and my one for ex-slave, and another for sneak.
Can I help? Can I help with my shatter?
If you use shatter, it is not going to be sneaky.
Oh,
I feel like that's gonna hurt my hand.
Yeah.
Please
Just say
don't
if you-
shatter in
I'll be
here.
quiet. I'll be quiet.
Yeah. Say if you want to help, I will let you help, but it will kind of it'll raise the DC. If
Or
you
could
use
I make it
shatter.
quieter?
With?
If anything I can do to help make it quieter.
How do you make it quieter?
Well, I can contort around it, and that way it won't make so much noise. I can hold onto the door and make not so much noise.
What if I'm gonna look at Snargle at his jacket and go, I need that.
He did not shapeshift with me.
You're a 3-foot tall goblin in a 6-foot tall coat. Yeah.
Yes, I need that.
That's right. I'm using it.
I wanna grab the back of the collar and pull it up, and if he's still in it, I wanna kinda like
Shake him out. Of it. All right.
I will start to struggle a little bit, but then as I get pulled up, I'm just gonna. All right, fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap his jacket around my
Never.
hand to try to make it a little bit quieter.
Okay. All right. Go ahead
Can I get an
and
extra dice for that?
I will call that a help action and let you add it.
Woo!
And I'm not even going to take it from somebody's pool. I'm just going to add it.
Hey.
Do you want to, before you add this up, do you want to add any from your own pool? You have a pool of 7 dice, and you can add as many of those as you like.
I'm gonna say I already rolled, and I'll just leave it.
Actually, since you haven't declared what you rolled, so okay.
That's fair.
So if you wanna
But
add anything to
also,
the pool.
I'm good.
Okay.
I have 4, 5, 6, and 3.
All right, that is 3 successes, 1 fail. I'm just going to see if any guards happen to be nearby and paying attention. All right. You punch through the porthole on this door. It's
Whoa, we will.
definitely not as loud as it could have been. It's actually, it kind of, it breaks, but it sort of like pops out, you know, picture like on a plastic play place if you just, what really makes the noise is it hitting the ground. and
I would
clattering.
love to try and catch it out there.
You got a skill for that? Try to use?
Let's see.
When did you get out here?
This actually just sitting here and watches this fist come through the
I was just
door.
going to punch and I'm like, really, we should wait for the
Yeah.
boss.
You know what? I don't.
Fist in front of his face on the other side.
I don't have anything to help.
You didn't have anything to help? All right, let's do it my favorite way. Let's just do a high-low. You want high or you want low to succeed?
High, I
Great.
guess.
I rolled. Go ahead and
Oh.
roll and tell me what you got. Just single die.
Single die, 4.
4. Great. Yeah, you see it coming with just enough to just like. Whoop. So that will negate some of the sound.
All right, I'm gonna set it down to the side and then try and. Is there a way to open the door out here?
There's a big old handle on it. There's no handle on the inside where you guys are, but this side just has like the big like freezer like giant like walk-in freezer like chunk
All right.
sort of handle.
I'll try and open that.
It opens up.
I want to say before he does, after I punch it through, you see like the arm with the jacket like shake it off, and I'm like reaching awkwardly to try to find the door handle, and then it opens.
Yeah,
so
there's
she's
a-
like,
pulls you in.
Hi, got it.
oh good.
Let's go.
Maybe next time you communicate what you do before you do it,
Yeah,
and that way
probably.
we kind of minimize the. Yeah.
Don't you ever leave her unattended again.
No, that's what you're paid for, right?
I can't fly a ship.
Ah,
But
that's
we're
my
here.
job.
We're here. We're here. We got it. We got it. Let's go.
It's your job.
Shh. Everybody, gotta be quiet.
Right.
I'm just gonna grab him. Just hold. Like,
She's reaching down.
but like we're like grabbing like right the little like shoulder.
Some very Mandalorian vibes here.
Yeah.
Some tranquility.
Yeah, can
Shh, be quiet.
no, can I have my coat back, please?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like drape it over him.
All right.
And I'm just gonna kind of grow into it.
So you still got him by the shoulder, but now he's 6 feet tall.
All right.
I need my stuff. We have stuff.
Yes, I would also like my stuff.
Let's grab it. Let's grab it and go.
Do we know where it is?
You teleporting man.
I'm going to look around.
There's got to be a directory, right?
Yeah, you guys look around. It's a big sort of, again, this is an Imperial warship, so everything is very like slick and clean and metallic, and there's a bunch of coded labels with arrows pointing and whatever. Cyrus, you are an ex-Imperial soldier. It's slightly different from what you remember. You weren't on a class ship quite this large, but like the same basic principle. You're pretty sure you can follow the arrows and find your way to like sort of the barracks storage area. It's probably like just around the corner in the next hallway.
I do have to say, the captain of this runs a really tight ship. It's very nice.
Yeah,
It's certainly the
Gonna
cleanest
compliment the
Imperial
Imp-
cruiser I've been on.
yes.
Gonna compliment the Empire now?
We gotta get out of here.
I
Come on, guys.
shouldn't be on one of these cruisers at all.
Quick. Let's make our escape.
Let's go, Tasha.
All right, I'm coming. You have to lead the way. I've only been on sort of like pleasure cruises. We normally have just up on the top decks. There's a lot of like drinks and things. I don't really come below where the peasants work. Sorry, the common man.
Right. So, let's make sure we get her to her destination.
You're right, you're gonna get her to her destination, or I'll get you to
That's
one.
what I just said.
We can afford to repair the ship if we get her to the destination, so.
Yes.
We are
Oh,
going
we
to
get some more parts, more tools.
More ion cannons.
I'm right here. I recognize
More
that
quantum
sort of my
cogs?
privilege makes me a bit.
More quantum cogs. More quantum cogs.
I'm with them.
What's a quantum cog, Naomi?
I have no idea.
Right.
But if
Well, it
gets us
attaches
out
to the
of
flim
here-
flammer, you see, and then that kind of
Is
routes
that
back.
is that the one that you constantly are doing when we're banking the turns?
That's right. It flims and it flams.
Right. Okay.
And the cogs make it more smooth because it
That's right.
turns and turns.
Oh, like the gyroscopic.
Not gonna get a single quantum
rotation.
cog if we don't get her out of here.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna use my key of banter because I did good banter, and people laughed when I said flim flams and flim and flams.
Yes,
so
you may have your key
XP me.
banter. XP you. Yep. Let's see. Are you in danger because of that? Did anyone hear you bantering? No. You guys. My dice hate me, and so therefore you guys are still fine. No one's hurt you
And I keep
yet.
telling people to be quiet.
Oh, right.
And then we keep being quiet.
I got like
For,
one mode.
2
Cyrus,
seconds.
quiet.
you can walk away from this fully. You know where you're going.
All right.
Ish.
I'm gonna walk like
I'm right behind him.
Is
right
there-
behind him.
Yeah, I'll just walk as normal. I'm looking for Imperial uniforms or coats that I might be able to disguise our actual stuff, like my pilot's coat.
Yes. You take a turn down the next hallway and you instantly recognize, this is a very familiar sort of hallway. You're like, yep, that's got to be sort of like the break room hangout area. These are all the various storage closets. Our stuff's in here somewhere, and probably any extra gear. You're just going to have to open a handful of doors and see which ones are locked or unlocked and where they put the stuff. Judging by the fact that they had it opens from the outside, not from the inside lock on their brig, you're expecting pretty much the same from these
Gotcha.
closets.
All right, let's each open a thing, get this over with quicker.
All right.
I'm just gonna be standing next to Natasha the whole time. Like I'm,
Yeah.
I'm kind of uncomfortable. I'm not sure if I should stand in front of her to protect her or behind, and so I'm just kind of like oscillating.
Awkwardly orbiting.
Yeah.
Are there space mimics in this?
There's sky squids.
There are now.
There's, crowd rats in the
Okay.
I'm gonna
walls.
look for
and
traps.
things. Probably not in this building, maybe in your ship.
Well, it's a good
Again, with the
idea.
attitude from this one.
Actually, if our ship has been docked, there's a good chance that the rats from our ship have actually traversed over to this one.
That happened that one time we got captured, remember?
Yeah. Last Tuesday.
Last week. We gotta stop drinking so much.
I'm starting to notice the flaw in this cyclical nature of your. All right, I'm understanding now how
You
this.
let her on a ship with rats.
So we have a week to get you where you need to be.
I dated a pirate, and even that wasn't this stressful. I just want to put that out on the table here.
Dated a pirate.
Yeah.
I like her better now.
Yeah.
What do you mean now?
You didn't know.
I'm paid the flyer, I'm not paid the liker.
Oh.
That is
Why
actually
now?
very fair, and I do respect that stance.
Thank you.
As someone who's worked with a great deal of courtiers and nobility, I support you.
There it is.
Oh, look, my pistols.
Yes, you've been opening doors. You
Yes,
find
open.
one. It's a storage closet that all of your stuff has been unceremoniously just
right.
chucked in
But
there.
I need,
Just start
I need
handing
the other,
stuff
I need
out.
Some uniforms, right?
You guys go around. You don't find any actual military uniforms. What you do find is more like cabin crew, cleaning
Yes.
crew type, like
Yes.
janitorial
Perfect.
jumpsuit sort of looking deal.
Perfect.
And you also find what looks like a couple of basically like some backup sky jumper gear, like flight suit, parachute-y sort of things, probably for if they're doing airdrop missions. Not sure if those are going to be useful up in the ionosphere where everything's corrosive, but who knows? You could take them if you want.
Yes, because then we can always be saying, "Oh, we're delivering these." Yes.
I want to look to see if is there one of those big laundry things.
A laundry hamper?
Yeah, one of those big rolling laundry carts anywhere in the room.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds. Never tell you the odds. There is no big laundry cart hamper. There's a tea cart.
Is there a cloth on it?
There is a tablecloth on it. Nice. It's small, but
Okay, I'm going to try to put on some of the cabin outfits, and I'm going to shove anything else sort of under the
Okay.
cloth there. So
Yeah,
anything
good
that was
idea.
this isn't our, or this was the prisoners or whatever.
Those
And then
jumpsuit, those flight suits, our clothes, and I guess we all.
Yeah.
There's enough
yeah, there's plenty.
service worker stuff.
You might not all be in full uniforms, but there's enough for everybody to have a jacket or a vest at minimum, so that you look a little bit more like you blend in,
Perfect.
and slightly less like a scruffy bunch of nerf herders.
I'm gonna also
Great.
lift there and look under there and be looking at Lady Blackbird, look under there and be like, "Do you think you'd fit under there?"
I fit into tighter spaces before, usually for different reasons, but I could certainly try.
I want to try.
I would like to go back and ask what reasons.
Later when we get to the ship.
Very
for reasons of nobility that are none of
You can tell
yours.
us our sleepy
Not that noble.
You can tell us our sleepy time stories.
I don't think these are appropriate for someone your age. What kind of sleepy time stories do you normally... You know what, we can talk about this later. Cyrus, you know where the ship is docked, yes?
I know where it should be docked, so yes.
Wonderful. Do you know if they refueled it for us? Because we were on our way to a fuel drop when we got picked up.
I would doubt that they would refuel a confiscated ship.
Okay.
How far off course are we? Still in the
All right.
area where we got captured?
You guys, you've been on board this ship for about an hour.
Okay.
There has been movement, it's not sitting still while it's running this stuff. You're not sure yet which direction they were heading. You were headed toward Haven, getting ready to head, leg up to the Remnants, which is where you're hoping to find or intercept the Pirate King Uriah Flint. This Imperium ship coming from Elysium, they might have also been going to do patrols just near Haven, in which case you're probably not that far off course. However, if they were actively sent, perhaps looking for the missing noblewoman who disappeared on her wedding day, then they might have turned around and headed back toward either Elysium or Olympia.
Well, so since we're hooked up to our ship is hooked up, maybe we can find a fuel line.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're looking like janitorial staff, as us goblins tend to be, then fine. I can probably get in there and refuel the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe bluff my way past whoever.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think
We can do it.
I think we need. Yeah.
Well, and if we're able,
We
if
can
we're
do it.
able to tuck my lady under this so that she's safe, we might have access to additional cabin crew outerwear, so that we can be better disguised.
Yes.
Can you give me one of the larger suits there, boss?
Sure.
Thank you. I can get undressed.
Oh, I'm going to immediately shield her eyes.
She's definitely peeking. Definitely
My
checking
lady!
that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this too much for you? You don't like this? Shape change and just sculpt that body. Real good. Real hard. Yeah, us goblins, we got it made.
Naomi,
don't we?
it's really all right. This is just part of their culture.
She's making a point. She's trying to move her hand along with Lady Blackbird.
You're still green.
He's looking straight ahead, not at him, and is just
right.
All right, we got to Hulk out here.
Definitely feels like this is a regular occurrence.
I mean, maybe I need to change too.
If you'd like, now's probably the best time since no one else seems to be around.
Yeah, so I will also change, kind of sneak a peek at the Blackbird to see if she's sneaking a peek.
I just put the jacket on top of everything.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Both of you went full pickle.
That's correct. And then as I'm doing that and getting into this large now suit that's a little too big for me, you see as I the face kind of, and the body kind of fills out, the stomach kind of comes out, and I'm like, all right.
That is a nifty trick. And she's just kind of poking at
very
his stomach.
Good.
It feels very real.
Good call, Snargle. Okay, I'm going to use my perception to make sure nobody's like watching us and things like that. So.
Nobody's come across. Seems to have come down this hallway.
Right. Well, we're by the. You said we were by the break room,
Break
so I
room,
wanted to
yeah.
make
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're also not. You're not really catching any noise. It doesn't seem like. If anybody's in there, they're either very engrossed in what they're doing, or they're like napping on a couch or
Got it.
something like that. You know, those professional Imperial soldiers really on top of their jobs here, guarding the prisoners in the brig and all
Nailed
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. While it takes a little longer than it probably needed to, because she's definitely checking out everybody who's changing, but Natasha does basically she whispers something under her breath, and there's almost like this crackle of static electricity that kind of ripples over her, and it's almost like she becomes a little bit misty, and a little bit translucent, and she sort of contorts herself, literally, contortionist style, and sort of folds herself down under this table.
But boss, she's doing weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is our weird shit. We know this. This was undisclosed for sure.
I wish
Kind
I
of like his
had
ability
that.
to teleport out of the room.
Oh, you could use that to get into places.
It's not. It doesn't really work. I mean, it's more just useful for the flexibility sort of thing, which I do use it for quite often. I'm not going to lie, but it's not. The teleportation thing is much more useful. You'll have to teach me that also, unless it's something in it. Do you have noble blood in you?
I have
saying
no
this-
idea.
Captain Van?
I
Saying
don't
this
think
from
so.
down, contorted.
Oh yeah, no, actually, it's folding herself under the tea table. Naomi just drops the tablecloth. No, we're not doing this right
When she
now.
starts contorting, the hand to block eyes goes over to Snargle instead.
What? Come on!
I use it all the time.
Fair.
Snargle just keeps shifting his sides.
All right. I think we need to move ahead and let's find out where the ship is and see if we can get it refueled.
Yes, boss.
Excellent. You guys proceed along. Cyrus, again, with your knowledge of, Imperial military, you're able to sort of parse the codes and be like, look, we're probably going to follow the giant arrow that says flight deck that way, or the kind of rough equivalent.
And do I know if in Imperial systems, if they treat the staff poorly, or if they're friendly, or if it's we got to keep our eyes down, otherwise they'll...
It's very much the sort of caste system of a cruise ship. We know the staff is there. We know they're important. We don't acknowledge them unless they have severely screwed up. So if you guys can just sort of keep your heads down, probably no one's really going to notice you as long as you're not doing anything that's too aggressively out of thing. As far as active treatment, it really kind of depends on the captain. There are some captains in the Imperial that are notoriously horrible to anyone under them. And then there's a couple who are fairly chill and nice. You are not super familiar with Captain Hollis. He would have come up in the ranks after you had already defected out of the military. So he's a familiar name because you listened to the scanners to make sure that nobody's on your tail. You've heard of him, you've heard of the Hand of Sorrow, but you don't know a whole lot about his specific, culture on the ship.
Well, I mean, looking at the state of this place, the staff either cleans it out of fear or respect. But I don't know which.
If we just be quiet, we should be good, right?
Yeah,
All right.
I know which one that you rule with.
that's right.
It's respect.
Oh. It is respect.
What? Come on, I respect you.
Naomi, you hear some chuckling from under your tea card.
I'm gonna like try to cough to cover it.
Is there like a hat or something? I want to like further the disguise if I can. Going by, if somebody's doing something and they're not paying attention, and I can just kind of on our way.
I'd like to avoid anyone if possible.
Yes. Yes.
That would be good. If we happen to be going through.
I mean, it is actually kind of peculiar because you guys are sneaking, you're really keeping an eye and an ear out for stuff. You have not seen anyone. And, like, particularly for Cyrus, that seems weird, especially given that there is a ship that is held under false flag concerns. Docked, like, this seems very peculiar that there aren't more people just patrolling the hallways, that there was nobody posted outside the brig. Something about this is very unsettling.
Maybe the rats did get on board, and they are in code DEFCON 1 looking for these rats.
You think they're going after the rats?
Well,
possible.
a ship this clean, that would be a high concern.
All right. Well, we did see some people, though. We have seen in the break room, right?
No, you didn't look in the break
Oh.
room.
Yeah.
You just didn't hear anything.
Maybe we can steal this ship.
I mean, I like the owl.
That's true.
I mean,
It's very cute.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Naomi
It
stops
is.
for a minute and is like,
I just had this vision of us
cute.
with a big ship.
I mean, look, being wanted by the
Empire.
Empire, I'm like the Imperial, by the Empire is not great.
True. We have to be right. Oh, thank you, sir. Yes, we have to be quiet. We have to be under the.
We also have limited time because if they do find out that I'm on board, it's not going to go well. So I should go.
Let's go.
So far, this is going swimmingly. There's no one here, like very happily wheeling the tea cart.
This is not going how it went last time, boss.
All right. Well, let's go then. Oh, thank you, boss.
How much further is it to the owl?
You guys turn a corner. Again, you're still following all these arrows that are kind of pointing to what you assume is some sort of
And
docking.
ideally, we're kind of. No, actually, we are turning corners because we're supposed to be doing this.
Yeah, we're totally just taking this tea cart to the person who ordered tea or something. As you turn a corner, you see the big double doors that would open into, more of this docking area. They are open. And now you know why nobody is in the hallways. It's because everyone is standing in this docking area. They're not like at attention or anything, but you see a whole bunch of soldiers and some looks like generic staff kind of wearing what you guys are wearing, standing in like clusters in this area. There's a lot of talking. There's a couple of like antsy looking kind of guard types that sort of have hands on their pistols. But it's that very hesitant sort of like, should I be?
Are
sort of
there
thing.
any other goblins?
You see one more goblin dressed as crew, not soldier. Seems to be standing with a human woman who is also in sort of like caterer's jacket, for lack of a better sort of vibe. They're kind of standing off to one side, talking to each other.
Snargle, you're our best talker, right?
Unfortunately. Yeah, you got that right. But the problem is, you humans kind of blend in a little more than I do right now. Would you like me to look more human?
Can you?
I can. Yeah, I can. And
I don't like
the tablecloth lifts.
out of the corner of my mouth, I want to be like, maybe not the best idea to shapeshift now that we're standing in front of everyone.
Well, there's some. You guys are the far end of the
door?
hallway.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
you're looking through the door. You still have a little bit of space before. Like, doesn't seem like anyone has immediately noticed you.
Got it.
But like,
Do it.
if you proceed forward or make any noise,
before we
on
go,
you.
let's just get this straight. What is the play?
So I think if you can talk to people, go in, find out what's happening. Like, why are they all in there?
Yeah, and then getting out.
Wouldn't it
Is
be
our
weird?
ship there? Can we see our ship? like docked or anything.
Not from the angle that you're at. You can't.
Is it docked on the outside of the ship?
Yes, your presumption based on how they hauled you in is that it is docked to the outside. They basically, like the airplane sort of like attachment to bring you off and onto their ship.
Right.
So it's stuck to the side. But you came through, you recognize this now, you were marched through this area to get you to the brig. So you know you're in the right area to get to your ship.
There might. Yeah, we need to know what's going on here.
All right,
This looks suspicious. This looks like there's something else going on here.
for you, boss, I'll do it. Not for you, as I look over at the bodyguard. But by the transitive properties of you being part of the group, I'm doing it for you. But it's for
She just like grips the tea cart a little bit harder and stares at him.
Snargo, we're a team.
That's right.
I lead a team with skilled individuals. You each have your skills.
That's why I respect him.
That's why he's boss.
And you should respect the crew.
She tried to punch me.
Oh.
She threatened me.
That was a plan. That was a good plan.
Thank you.
You think it was a good? All right. You know what?
I made the plan.
I like.
Yeah.
I was like them. Hold on. I like it.
I guess
I
I'm
like
the odd
the
one
plan.
out here. All right, fine.
You are green pink.
Because I don't want to get punched in the face.
Sorry, so what is the plan? This is starting to cramp, Naomi. Do we have we figured out what we're doing?
No, we got
She
to
put her fist through a door. You wanted that in my face.
No. This is great.
Are we
This is
starting
great.
a fight
The
again? Is
boss
that the
gave
new
us
plan?
The boss gave us a great plan. Go find out why they're here, and then maybe we can go behind you, huh?
Yeah.
let me go do some reconnaissance.
Yeah.
And I want to try and change my skin tone. How big are goblin ears in this world?
They're as big as you want them to be. I think probably you can. That's
Adjust.
another thing that you can adjust. You're not ever gonna fully be able to get rid of the hyper pointy. It's a little too much. But you can probably reduce it down to look a little more like a human who's very into body mod or something like that.
There you go.
I like it. I'll do that.
Grow your hair out.
Do I have hair? Do goblins have hair? Is the question. I'm gonna say I do have hair.
Yeah, you shape change. You got it.
That's right.
Just imagining it like one of those Play-Doh dolls where you squeeze down. And...
All right, so the hair gets kind of out to here. There's black hair, bushy. Actually, kind of voluminous. And then I will kind of look at everyone. All right, I'm going in. Different accent, but here we
See if
go.
you can figure out. See if you can figure out if they've refueled the ship.
Will do. All right, here we go.
Walk more human.
Tromp on in.
You just hear from behind. Walk more human.
Yeah.
All right.
Make a walk roll.
I'm gonna look at
Add
Snargle's
to my pool.
Snargle's sheet really quick.
Oh my god, that's so much worse.
Don't worry, guys. I'm crafty. I'm sneaky. I can cause distractions. If I need to bluff, I can.
Yeah.
I speak different languages, and I can trade speak as well.
I was gonna say no. He's really good at it.
Yeah. Go ahead just to see how much attention you attract. Let's go ahead and get a roll on this. I'm gonna assume probably something under your sly traits. Since that's what you just rattled off. So one for trying, one for your trait, and then as many tags as you think are going to be relevant, plus anything you want to add from your pool.
So I'm going to take these because these are not in my pool, right? Okay. So you said one for trying,
Yes.
one for the what?
Sneaky.
One for your trait. So for you, I think you're using
sly.
sly.
Yep.
Yeah. And then anything you have filled in with a circle under there as a tag. Any of those that you think are going to be applicable to what you're trying to do,
Okay.
you can add
I'll
a
do
die for those.
crafty, sneaky, and probably bluff.
Okay, that seems fair.
Yeah. So that's out of 5. You think that's enough?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? What's the DC?
The DC for this, I'm gonna say,
Do we get to
you're rolling 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with 3 passes, you don't garner too much undue attention. If you hit all 5, or if you hit 5 passes, they fully remember talking to you last week.
So if I get all 5 pass,
If all 5 are passes, then it's it's the essential. It's a crit. If you get 3 out of your 5 as passes,
success.
then nobody really. Yeah, it's a base success.
One from your pool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll take one.
You will get a chance to refresh your pools.
Yes.
If you get off of this Imperial ship.
Yes.
And have a chance to rest. So.
Take 2.
All right.
Ooh,
All right.
Oh, it's bad.
you needed it.
1, 2, 3.
3 passes.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. But that's your base success. So
And you pulled 2.
you walk past the guards who are sort of like doing the weird "do I put my hand on my gun" thing, and they kind of like glance at you, and you see a little bit of the like furrowed brow of the like, are you supposed to be here? And then they very quickly are just sort of like they see everybody else and kind of just shrug like, hey, everyone else is here. You're just late, I guess.
Morning.
You know.
So I'm gonna go over to the other the crew that are kind of there and just kind of who do I see over there?
So there's the human woman and the goblin that are kind of standing off to the side. You see now that you've kind of gotten more into the space, there's like 2 more, looks like maybe like teenagers kind of with them, also in similar sort of maybe like caterer, some sort of food service looking uniform. You see a cluster of people who are definitely some sort of custodial staff, like very like hazmat-y jumpsuit looking vibe, that are all clustered around like one of those like broom cart sorts of deals. And you see some other scattered, crew types throughout. And then you also see a bunch of the soldiers kind of standing in clusters. Definitely segregated. Soldiers are standing with soldiers, crew standing with crew.
Okay.
But they're all in the space.
I'm gonna make my way over first to the goblin group of the goblin. Just kind of go out there and say to him, I was told to come in here. We were refueling that ship. What's with all the guards?
They didn't tell you what was. We only half know. They told everybody to get their asses down here because apparently there's some sort of problem with this weird something with the radio static and something. It's all jammed up. They're not being able to get the transmissions through. And then that weird ass janky ship we picked up is like infesting us with something. Like all kinds of problems.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when we pick up these damn junkers.
I don't know why we even bother picking up. We could just nuke them.
We should have blasted them, right?
Anyway.
Yeah. God.
But no, we gotta follow protocols because the captain's all big on the protocols.
The Empire's gone downhill, if you ask me.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Anyhow, so what are they infesting us with? Is there any danger, you think?
Who knows? Like the whole side of the ship has got like a sheen of rust on it from being in contact with that thing. It's probably the corrosive nature of the ionosphere. We think they've been traveling in the lower depths, which means they're probably up to something shady.
Isn't that risky, right? Like, come on.
Look, the only people who go down there are pirates and smugglers. Although, did you see the prisoners when they marched them through? They don't look like they're much good at anything. I don't know how they could be smugglers or pirates.
No,
Maybe they're bad pirates.
I didn't see them actually. Unfortunately, I was working. But
yeah, it's fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
A bunch of us were trying to, do the peep from the hidden passages and try to get a look at them.
Yeah.
A couple of them are pretty cute. There's a cute goblin in the group.
a goblin.
Yeah.
Ah.
Haven't seen one of the goblin types on a smuggling ship in ages. So.
Well, clearly, I mean, he's definitely a roguish type. That's clearly very charming, I'm sure.
I mean, sure. I mean, he was just yelling up a storm, but that's what we do, right? Just a lot of screaming and yelling and fast talking.
It's
Anyway.
good. What's your name?
Oh, me? Gabba.
Gabba.
Yeah, you must work on the upper decks. I'm normally down all the way on the bottom. I don't really see people.
Yeah, I'm a top, so
Yeah.
that's what I do.
No, that figures.
You be in the bottom,
Yeah.
I get it. Hey, so, like, can we get a look at this ship? I want to see this corrosion.
Oh, if you go around to the side of the pillars there, you can peek out through the porthole. You can see it's gnarly. We're gonna be scrubbing the outside of this thing we probably gonna have to dock in Haven, which you know how they feel about the Imperium. Not gonna be great.
That's right. Well, I need to refuel that ship, so when is it going to be cleaned? Do you know? Who's cleaning it?
Nobody cleaned it. I think the talk now is they're just gonna cut it loose as soon as we get word back on what to do with the prisoners.
Then why did they call me down here? This is crazy.
I don't know. Nobody seems to know nothing.
At least they should impound it as evidence, right?
No, here's the thing. Captain Hollis, like, he runs a real tight ship, but he's like, what, kid's like 5 or something? Doesn't know. If it goes off book, he doesn't know what to do about it. He's probably sitting up there pissing himself, trying to call his dad and ask what he's supposed to be doing now.
All right, well, we definitely don't want his father coming out here.
We absolutely do not want his father coming out. We'll be in so much trouble.
Ah, all right. Well, I'm gonna try and get a little gander at that ship, yeah?
Yeah, go, take a peek.
All right, it was nice to meet you. Sorry, your name, I'm terrible.
Gabba.
Gabba. Nice to meet you, Gabba. I'm Flynn. All right, we'll see ya.
Great.
All right, make my way over, try and take a look at the state of the ship.
Yeah, you take a peek out and you can see the owl is essentially strapped to the side. As you kind of walk through, you can see the boarding mechanism is still attached. So there is a way for you to get from here onto the owl. It is still set up. There is one guard sort of ostensibly standing there guarding that door, but it just seems to be the one guy who is actively posted there, who's now just watching as everybody else is in his space, and it's just like, why are you all here? I have a job.
Want to head back to the group?
Yeah.
Not this group. The group with Gabber.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, Gabber, I gotta look at it. It is a piece of junk, isn't it?
Oh, it's so shitty.
Yeah. Hey, let's go ask the guards what the plan is, right? I mean, we're all standing around here, right?
I mean, yeah, look, it's your funeral if you want to go talk to one of the guards. They're all real jumpy on the trigger fingers right now because they don't know what's going on, and all the radio contact seems to be cut off. It's like somebody's jamming the signal, which should not be happening this high up in the space.
Right, like, it can't be the prisoners because they're prisoners.
Nah, again, you saw the ship, right? Do you think they have the technology to jam a radio signal?
I mean, it looks like it could be faster than we think. Don't underestimate it, is all I'm saying. It looks like it might be a good ship. I got a pretty good look at it.
I mean, it might be a good ship if you take it apart and sell it for pieces.
That's true. While I do respect that opinion, I'm sure that whatever captain it is has made several modifications. You know how smugglers and pirates are.
You see, as you're having this, the human woman who is kind of like standing adjacent to this conversation is just sort of like nodding in agreement with you, like, yeah, that sounds correct.
I'm sure there's more there's more to it than there is to it.
Look, if you want to go talk to a guard and get under the hood of that thing, that is entirely up to you. I will, salute you with a beverage of your choice at your funerals. We jettison your parts into space after you inevitably get fucked up. But,
All right. Well, I was hoping we'd go as a group so that, they wouldn't try and shoot me.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna go talk to the Hazel. You wanna take? Sorry, what was your name again?
That's Flynn.
Yeah,
Flynn.
Hazel, you wanna take Flynn and
Flynn the
go?
human.
Flynn the human. Go talk to a guard. And the human woman looks at Gabba, looks at you. So Gabba just goes, "Yeah, do you want to go talk to somebody and try to find out what's going on?"
I think that would be prudent, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go, Hazel.
She takes you like a few steps away from Gabba and just goes, "Okay, level with me. Are you really here to refuel the ship, or are you just here to look eel like everybody else? Because to be perfectly honest, we're all here because nobody knows what the hell is happening."
Honestly, I just want to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Right? Come on.
Gabba gets very territorial about things. I think it's a goblin thing. I don't know. I don't want to presume. This is my first post.
I understand this is his ship. Maybe he likes this ship a lot more than that ship. That's not his ship.
I mean, I don't think there's anything. I actually think there's many things wrong with the other ship. It looks like it desperately needs some repairs, but I'm sure it's functional. Look, I think we just picked up some, baseline, kind of roguish smuggler types, and I don't know why Captain Hollis is making such a big deal out of it. Normally, we just slap them on the wrist with a fine and, let them go. So, not sure what's going on here.
That's strange. No communication. Let's ask him.
Okay, Bowen! Come here! And you see one of the guards kind of, looks and walks over. Do you know what's happening? And, Bowen, one of the guards, looks and goes, I mean, all the radio contact shut off like someone's jamming the signal, and then the captain, peed himself a little bit and said he'd be right back and ran off to the bridge, and nobody's seen him in like 45 minutes. So I think everyone's just getting worried at this point.
That's a long time to change your bridges.
Yeah, it's not even his quarters. I wonder if he keeps an extra uniform on the bridge. That would make a lot of sense.
It would in his
He's
ready
kind of-
room, probably.
He's kind of a Ponzi idiot. No, we're pretty sure that there's some crud rats that got off and got in. So I think they chewed the wires, personally.
Well, we should get a maintenance crew to come take a look. Maybe I run that up the chain. If I can go take get a crew in here to take a look at.
Look, if you want to try to get a maintenance crew in here, that'd be great, because we can't talk to anyone because none of our radios work, which I think is why everybody showed up here.
All right. Well, let me go get my crew. We'll come back and we'll take a look at it. We may need access to the ship as well, as we need to make sure that no more rats are getting on. We can take care of that as well.
Yeah. I'll let Walker know to let you through if you think you can figure that out.
All right. Sounds good. Flynn the human. We'll be back. I'll see you.
Great. The human, is that like a family thing?
Oh, no, it's actually a bunch of my friends, my crew. They call me the human because I'm so large, and so they say I'm so much of a man.
No, I mean I knew a guy back on one of the, he came from one of the Outer Worlds. They have weird naming conventions on the Outer Worlds. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, that's great. Hazel, are we doing drinks tonight? And you see her like, no, drinks are tomorrow. We do cocktail hour on Wednesday. Remember?
Of course,
conversation every week.
we always get drunk on Wednesdays. Hey, as I'm backing up finger guns.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys. We'll be back here with my crew.
I got that from the days in the
There you
Empire.
go. There we go.
Wednesdays are always cocktail nights.
Yeah, you guys didn't know that was actually an imperial tradition.
Amazing.
Now we know.
Is anybody else doing anything while Snorkel runs this insane
I think-
reconnaissance?
Just waiting for all this information that he's got to come back, I think. I don't.
Cool.
Awkwardly pacing, like leaning
Yeah.
against the tea cart.
Well,
Like,
I was trying to think if I
Trying
could,
to
if I talked to anybody, I could get keys so we can get into more places. Maybe bump into somebody and
I'm just worried about being seen, being caught, being.
gotcha.
yeah.
But we have tea time.
Anytime I see somebody like coming by, I'm just gonna be like fussing with the
Yeah.
tea setup and
Yeah, I think probably a couple more crew members do sort of roll by you guys
Yeah.
while you're waiting here. Don't pay you any mind. They're clearly headed for,
Yeah.
also headed for this group of like, what's going on? And then eventually, Flynn the human returns to you and is able to relay a swath of this information.
All right.
Wait a minute. So somebody said secret passageway?
I didn't.
I thought you just relayed everything that was said. and
Yes,
I-
in fact,
Was there?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I said that.
Gaba did
they were
mention
trying to peek at the
Yeah,
people through
there
the
are
passage.
secret crew passages. You would remember this, that in some of these larger ships, they have, again, like in a cruise ship, you've got like the secret channels where all the crew can, scurry around without being seen or noticed.
Like in the Fairmont Hotel.
Also there.
Yeah. Yeah, the secret entrance. I also said that we could get access to the ship if we needed as a maintenance crew. So,
Perfect.
yeah. So I got us a little bit of a cover to get into the ship when we're ready to go.
So also, okay.
What does it feel
I have a crazy
not.
idea.
Not crazy, boss.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Okay. So Snargle, you said that the radios are being jammed.
Yeah.
First off, we don't have that technology on our ship. I mean, other than unless like
Shocker.
the actual ship is that.
Well, they think that the rats like are chewing through. Barry and his friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're chewing through stuff. I think.
Nice.
That's what they do.
That is. Yeah. Damn
so-
it, Barry.
So okay. So what if? So they obviously they haven't gotten out the question, or they don't have the answer about me because I'm wanted. Sorry.
And they hopefully haven't heard about me either, because that would
Right.
also be bad.
So
stellar
what
crew.
if you have the skills?
We're handling.
Yes.
We could rig up maybe a recording And if we play it back locally enough, maybe that would show up on their radio, and we make it so it's like broken up, like big trouble. You need to let those prisoners go on their ship. It's dangerous for you. It's really bad. How are you? I mean, something like that.
That's not that last part.
Well, so then wouldn't they go look for us back in the brig that
then
we
they'll
punched
notice-
the window
yeah.
out of?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or no. We
But then wouldn't they think that we just escaped and they'll
Yes.
have to go look for
Looking
us and
for
the rest of the ship?
Yes.
What
yes.
if? Okay. New plan. We just say you got to let that ship go now. It's toxic. It's gonna eat your ship, and everyone's gonna
There you go.
die.
There
We
you
get in, right,
get
as the
in.
maintenance crew. And
then we do it.
Then
Yes.
we play it.
I like
Yes.
it.
Yes, I could do that.
But first, we
have
gotta
to figure out
fuel
what
it.
accent to
Or when
use.
they realize that things went sideways, they're gonna come looking for us. And that there's no way that hunk of junk is gonna be able to outrun this with no fuel.
Yeah, we need, well, we don't have no fuel, right? We were headed to get fuel, so we're low on fuel, but we don't know where we are.
Once we
right?
get in there, though, we can get the fuel hooked. We can get everything.
Let's
do it. Let's
Is
go
it
in.
currently hooked up to the fuel line? Or
No. Snargle, you do recall, and I would say Cyrus and Kale would probably also pick up on this. You know the owl inside and out. You've been flying this ship for years. Based on what you were told by Bowen the guard, the captain has been pissing himself on the bridge for like 45 minutes with just no contact or information. So you're guessing you guys can't be that far off course, because if everybody's standing around in the dock waiting for orders or waiting for information, it means they have not been flying anywhere.
Right.
We might be able to hit Haven.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So maybe we don't refuel here if we can make it.
To Haven.
But I guess it depends on how much we're gonna burn trying to get out of here real quick.
I think we need to get on the ship first and see what it, because my poor ship.
Yeah.
What if is there a possibility that maybe the rats are coming onto this ship from the fuel tank from your ship? We gotta flush them.
Flush them with fuel.
yeah.
Rats hate that.
There you go.
No,
We gotta
but-
drown them.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Muscles. But I need to know what is with the captain?
Do we?
Like, why is the captain pissed in his britches?
Sorry, do we know who the captain of this ship is?
Yes, and I relay that information.
Hollis. Oh, no. No. Yes, we do know what's up with the captain. I know. I have a suspicion of what's up with the
Are
captain.
you still contorted?
No, she at this point. At this point, she still looks a little bit sort of almost like misty, and her hair sort of like there's like a little like crackle of almost like lightning that kind of triggers through her hair occasionally, but it's kind of fading. She's kind of going back to normal. She's just sitting next to the tea cart.
Yes.
Just imagine her flopping out like the ring.
That's kind of how it looked when she initially got out. She sort of like, awkwardly like hoists herself out and
Nice.
she's just sitting normally. Yes, so, I'm not sure how familiar you are with the noble houses of the Imperium, but the, House Mooncloud has a long, storied history in our military, and, lots of great generals and admirals and that sort of thing. They're all very, it's sort of a big deal, and unfortunately Captain Hollis is the youngest son of, Admiral Mooncloud, and he's, he's not quite as adept at the military sort of side of things as his 6 older brothers are, and it's not going well. He's also 19, maybe? Very young.
Ooh.
Really too young to be captaining a ship this large. I imagine there was a lot of, familial politics involved with getting him his posting.
That's good news.
Something we could use.
I think you definitely believe that ship is dangerous.
I think we could work with that.
Yes.
But do we think? I mean, we don't need to talk to him, do we?
No.
I mean, here's the thing. If we talk to him and he sees me, there's like a 50-50 chance he's going to recognize me.
Wait, why is he gonna recognize you?
Because
Because
we've
she's
crossed
amazing. She's amazing. I
because
mean,
we've crossed paths before. Yeah, we're all from. Elysium's a very small planet, really.
it's
Sorry.
The noble houses are
Yeah, no,
sort
they're
of
together.
small.
Yeah.
And which one do you belong to again?
It's really not that important, is it?
I think it's
I'm giving.
extremely
I think you
important
asked
right
too many
now.
questions.
I'm giving-
I think I asked the right
I'm giving all of
questions.
that up anyway, so it doesn't really matter because I'm not really going to be a part of that noble house anymore. If I can
What
get
happened to
Please.
I don't care?
Yes.
We paid you. Hold your tongue.
This is not my life, so
we can discuss
my
this
tongue will wag.
on the ship as we are flying
I think that
ourselves
is an
out.
excellent idea.
Let's go. I can't wait
All
to
right,
get
all
back
right.
on
Well,
the
then
ship.
let me just ask. Is anybody else going to recognize you?
It depends on if any of the other offices on the ship come from noble houses.
Okay, so let's see what we can do to make you less looking like yourself. I say we take you. Are you wearing any makeup or anything like that right now? Are you wearing any?
I mean, aside from the like weird lightning crackle in her hair, she looks pretty well made up in that just like doesn't know any other way to get ready in the morning vibe.
No, we need to go.
But she is wearing just kind of generic crew clothing along with the rest of you guys.
But we need to get the. I'm sorry, but we need to get that off.
I'll just go right back in the T card.
No, we can't bring the T card. That's not a maintenance thing.
We'll put rat killing stuff on top of it.
Ooh!
A Broxo
Well, pray
cleaner.
tell, would you suggest we get this rat-killing stuff?
And I had grabbed
She's just
a
gonna
bunch of
pick up the
tools. I had
teapot.
grabbed a bunch of tools from the storage compartment and things like that when we were going through it.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
handful
so we've got.
of
So I've got
basic repair tools.
So I've got.
yeah.
So we could do that. We could put the tools on it. We could do it and say, well, all the other cards were in use. We got to use this.
Well, then, what if we get hungry or thirsty?
Well, then we get the rats.
We get tea. We need a
Oh
bait.
no, we can't bring. We can't
Brought
bring
the tea.
We can't bring the tea.
No. They-
Wait. Hold on. Just, and Tasha like grabs the edge of the tablecloth and does the like whips it off from under the tea service. And sort of like and basically just kind of like wraps it up to make it into sort of like a little bit of a like cloaky thing, and just kind of looks and pulls the crew jacket kind of on over it and just goes, religious observance.
Sounds
to
good to
me.
me. I would like to look into the area.
Yes.
And using my rank and connections of my ex-imperial soldier
Yep.
to see if there are any noble.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so 1 for Tryon, 2 for ex-imperial soldiers, and then rank and connections.
Yeah, I'll let you use both.
All right, so that's
See,
4.
you'll be able to see if I'll say 2 successes. You will be able to identify if anybody's from a noble house because they're usually pretty distinctive or they have iconography. And 4 successes, you see someone who you directly have a connection to.
Cool. I am going to use 2 of my dice.
Great.
All successes.
Hey!
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Damn.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, you look over, you take a peek, you immediately spot there are only 2 officers down here. Everybody else is just general population, but there's 2 officers down here. One of them is from the House of Ash.
Okay.
You can tell because he's got a big, like, icon on his uniform that marks him as a noble. Sorry, I'm looking at my cheater list of names. The other officer does not appear to be of noble rank, but does appear to be a higher rank
Okay.
than the nobleman. That guy, you recognize. His name's Mario. You have, you're pretty sure, it's a vague recognition, but you're pretty sure that you and he were stationed to the same ship.
Were we friendly? Were we just?
You were passingly cordial. You
Gotcha.
don't, like,
Okay.
you were clearly not, like, in the same unit, didn't necessarily work together, but you recognize him from, like, passing in the break room sort of situation.
Gotcha. Okay. And-
Definitely, he is on the track that you might have been on had you not told the Imperium to.
But if I show up as a guard, he would be like, "Wait a minute, why is he or a maintenance crew?"
Not necessarily. It depends on how much of a story you want to spin. You guys were only passingly.
Okay, yeah,
so.
I
You guys were, like,
screwed up
runs,
big
so.
time.
Yeah.
okay.
There you go.
Totally. Look, slavery is a thing on some of these planets. It's entirely possible that you screwed up so bad that you essentially ended up kind of indentured, and now you're out of the military, but you're still on a ship.
All right. So that's who to avoid. Those 2 people who to avoid. That,
Okay.
I kind of go back and I describe the House of Ash. Watch out for the insignia because they're a noble and could recognize Tasha, and the other guy might recognize me.
All right. I study them.
So I think we've got enough tools on the ship where we could do that radio transmission from. But I think that
Yeah, but if we
requires
could
us-
steal anything,
Do
that would be
we
great.
maybe just want to create a related but not near us diversion that would get some attention so that we could
Yes.
get on the... Because
could-
I could certainly, cause a small problem in like an electrical panel on the opposite side of things, if that would be helpful.
Snargle likes.
Or,
Should we yell that the prisoners escaped and they should all run down to the brig?
oh, I can shatter
Also an
something.
option.
Oh yeah, how far can you shatter something?
Oh, we.
Down the hall.
Sorry. But we don't want them looking for the prisoners, right? We don't want to have them looking for us.
No.
Probably best not to.
Well, it
Broadcast.
sounds like a lot of them saw us, so that could be questionable.
Can anyone make a giant illusionary rat? Because that, you do the shatter, a giant illusionary rat.
I can make a
I just fly
thunderstorm.
the ship, man. Sorry, what?
Thunderstorm.
I can make a thunderstorm or a sonic storm. Generally any sort of like weather-based ephemeral.
Oh, and the lightning could hit a piece of the ship and shatter it, and then they would all have to go and look.
I was just going to make a lot of noise like in one of the walls to get their attention, but we could do some, wanton destruction as well if you like.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
I'm here
especially
for wanton destruction.
let's figure out a weak point, perhaps. The warp driver, or if that's a thing.
I don't know
You
enough
don't
about
know?
ship anatomy. I'm better at other parts of anatomy,
I
not
think it would be
ships.
fine just if we made a random hole down the hallway, and they'll be like, "What?" And they think it's the rats.
No, they all get sucked out of it. Hopefully, we don't.
Well, maybe we keep it to internal structure.
Yeah.
for this first
Inside
session.
hallway hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, inside hallway, and then we'll have like a storm there, and they get. Oh, that'll be awesome.
Are there any? Oh, come on.
Mechanic and pilot. From what you saw out there, is there anything that makes this ship go? That
I was about to say. Let's think of the same.
We can use sabotage once we get out there.
I don't.
Are there any critical systems around here, boss?
Because maybe we could do that, make a distraction somewhere else, blow something up, get on the ship and get away.
I think though we won't be able to really blow something up good until we get on the ship. And then,
I agree.
And then we do sabotage.
Some kind of like delayed timed device that goes boom.
Okay.
So,
There are a bunch of innocent people on this ship.
I just want the ship to not go.
Right.
so
So we don't want to blow a hole in the ship. We just want to stop
Can I
them
ask,
from
how did they
being-
actually capture us?
it was a traffic stop straight up. Like
Oh.
you guys were running low on fuel. A massive warship pulled up alongside and was like, "Please stop, so we can check your credentials."
Yeah.
You gave them the fake credentials. They flagged as fake. So actually, that's the secondary thing is like you're not sure why these credentials didn't work. They've worked before. They have not been a problem before. This is the equivalent of this should have been like it's an older code, but it checks out, and instead it was a like, "Please prepare for boarding," and you guys were all like, "What the heck?"
I told you not to run that
So,
stoplight.
can I bring that up?
Yeah, absolutely.
We may want to access a terminal or something. Boss, how often, besides weekly, do we get to come into a ship like this and get some access to their systems? We need to find out what flagged our credentials. This worked every time.
Yeah.
Can we do that from the ship? Be able to hack in?
So, your ship, the Owl, is not in any way connected to the system. It is physically attached to the
Not
hangar.
electrical.
Right,
There
There's
is
no like,
no
right,
fuel hookup. There is no electrical hookup.
no
So
network.
yeah, you are not sharing the Wi-Fi. It is password
So
protected.
we gotta do it on this ship.
I will
Okay.
say,
All right.
Kale, you could use some of your mechanic skills if you wanted to try to identify terminals,
Yes.
identify, important or non-important electrical systems on the ship, any of those kinds of things if you want to do something like that. Snargle, I feel like you might also have, with your piloting, you may have some...
Well, I also have like sabotage. So
Boss,
that's-
you know this place better than me.
yeah.
You just point me in the direction.
That is an access terminal. Would be normally away from it. I'm sure that there's some sort of.
There's easily identifiable access terminals, and again, there's just a bunch of people wandering around. Probably wouldn't be that weird if somebody just meandered up and started poking at a terminal, especially since you guys are waiting for comms to come back.
Right,
online.
exactly. We need to fix the comms.
Is there some sort of
We have the
is there usually some sort of database on these things so that we could pull credentials from something else to take with us?
Yeah, potentially.
All right, so
Asking the crew / DM.
one other thing we've got it.
I think we figure out how they got flagged as false first if we can, and then go from there. Let's just have a look inside.
We did steal a bunch of tools and things, and part of those tools could be access plug.
If you can get into the sort of infrastructure, internal brain system, whatever, I can read the codes and identify codes relating to Imperial transmissions.
We need to pull it out because we need one. We need the thing. We need to pull it.
You can do that?
I'm not good at the like technical side of the getting into the terminals, but I can read I understand the data.
Oh, awesome! I can do that for you. I'll get you in.
Okay. Well,
You're on it.
All right.
Go, Caleb, go.
Okay.
So, what is the plan?
I'm going to use my key of the commander. I am accustomed to giving orders and having them obeyed, so I'm going to give a plan. We're going to find a terminal that is not suspicious. Our excellent mechanic will try and get in, and we're going to look for why the credentials didn't work, why the transmissions aren't working.
And then see if we can get a new one.
And if we can falsify ours.
Yes, I want to get a new patch, basically.
Or fix our broken ones.
Right.
Okay.
And also maybe schedule it for refueling.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay. So, God, can I turn my key of fraternity from my brotherhood with the captain going, yes, this is it. All right. Okay. All right, so I have a try one. I have a mechanic one. I have sabotage.
are we all going as a group into this room?
You can. I mean, Snargle has paved the way that he's going to go try to get a repair team to come and work on some of these problems.
So, if that's the case, I'm going to make sure that I'm following closely with Lady Black, with Natasha.
So-
I'm going to go
Yeah,
with you and put
yeah.
all of the tools on the cart and just follow along behind Kale.
All right. And then, so can I use another, like, tricky?
You can only use one trait. You can use as many tags underneath that trait as you want / are allowed.
Oh, okay. That's
I
fine.
think, let me double check that.
That's fine.
It's been a while since I've...
But you can use any number from your 7 dice pool.
Yes.
Right.
And hopefully we can get the ship out of here and
Okay. So I've
Get a
got
refund.
five dice. I took 3 from my traits and tags, and I got 2 from my pool.
Okay. Cool. And this is for basically hacking through the into the access panel.
And yeah.
Okay.
And then
If we're walking by somebody, can I try and like grab an access key of some kind? Or do you have one of those?
He would not have an access key. I mean, you would have like a physical, like to be able to like pop open a panel to look at what's inside it. You're not going to have like the swipe card that you need to
Right. Can I lift that from somebody, I guess?
You can certainly try.
all right, you want to do that first, or
We can do these simultaneously. Go ahead and roll yours. And
I got 3.
you got 3 successes.
Yep. 3 5s.
Just gonna check something for myself. Cool. Yeah, you guys wander in. This place is getting fairly crowded, but there's a couple of these panels all around because obviously this is a big work area. So you're able to go to one that's a little bit more removed and kind of closer to the boarding dock for the Owl.
Yes.
And this is tricky. You can do it. You're able to get in, but there's definitely that suspicion of like, it's not as clean as you would like it to be. You feel like there's probably going to be some traces of somebody got in here in a little bit of a sketchy way, but you are able to sort of get in and get access to at least some of the data.
Awesome.
So you guys are looking for what flagged why the credentials didn't work, and why the radios aren't working. Okay. So we get it. Kale, you're able to like hack in, get in. Natasha's like over your shoulder, kind of reading all of these lines of like just code and data, swiping through every so often or going back and trying to figure out as you're trying to parse all of this out. Cyrus, if you're there, you can also pick up on like you recognize some of this code and stuff as just the standard way of tagging communications and logbooks and things like that. But there's a lot of just weird data in what you guys are in. And finally, Natasha kind of turns and goes, "Well, it looks like somebody flagged whatever code you used as having been stolen from another ship. Are you using a code that's attached to another ship?"
Yeah, well, of course, yeah.
Okay, well then someone figured it out. Who did you get the code from? How did you get the code?
Our
in the
plates don't match the car.
Yes.
Where did we get the code from?
Where did you get the code from? Spin me a tale.
Another Owl class ship?
Okay.
No, it couldn't be that because it would have to be. You know what? A brand new Owl ship, so that when they ran it, they're like, this is
way too
brand new.
junk.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you stole the plates off the car at the dealership, and somebody's like, "That's not for a Honda Civic."
Is there a way we could download another one that's not so new?
You would probably need access to like a database of like the stuff you're gonna find in here is gonna be other ships that they have scanned or picked up.
Gotcha.
And then why is the communications down?
Why is the communications down? Tasha scrolls through and looks and is like, it says there's atmospheric disturbance disrupting things, which doesn't make any sense. Like, if we were in the lower depths, obviously that scrambles everything constantly, but this seems unusual. Your ship doesn't have the ability to create sort of a, like, ionic void of radio silence, does it? I know some ships do.
Did you
Start snickering.
Did you put anything out there?
Well, I was working on trying to see if we could cloak our ship with, and we picked up, because we were at the lower levels, and we did pick up some of the...
Well, I mean, you obviously went through the low depths at some point, because the entire outside of your ship is corroded to all hell.
Yes.
But
Yes. And so I was trying to collect it.
you were collecting ionospheric
So we could make a
runoff?
cloak.
Well, that might have something to do with it.
So, I mean,
maybe we
at
need
the
to
very least,
purge it.
these problems showed up when we did, right? So,
It does appear to be linked to us in
So
some
maybe I need to purge that when we get on the ship.
capacity. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe we should wait until we're away from here before you purge it, because if that brings the systems back online, they're going to immediately know it was us instead of just assuming it was us.
Can you update that? So can you hack and update that number and say that it was from an older ship?
I can't. I can tell you what codes to rewrite,
yes.
but I don't know how to rewrite the codes. I'm just.
Can you just change one of the letters so it's not?
It's not as maybe
20 years
the
old.
first one.
Yeah.
We could also just tag it as belonging to a noble house. That would make them not want to mess with it.
yeah. Like, what house would you suggest, noble lady?
I mean, we could say it belongs to the, God, all of these names have
House of the
terrible
Rising
connotations.
Sun.
We could say it belongs to the Night Song house. They probably wouldn't want to mess with that. Mooncloud and Night Song are generally on good terms, and this would turn into sort of an international incident.
And we could say that it was given a new one because they wanted it to be renewed.
I mean, they don't really ask for that sort of information in
Okay.
these sorts of things.
I'm just
but-
trying to
We have it if we need it.
Yeah. No,
We
no,
could
no,
also
but it's-
argue that it looks older
Let's change.
because
Let's
we
change.
were running around in the lower
right, what do I need
depths
to do
trying to
for-
track down that smuggler.
Just give me a high or low.
Hi.
To see how successful. You go and you start trying to tip away, and you, as you're tweaking stuff, you are having a hard time getting this to change because every time you change something, like it keeps giving you the like authorization needed, authorization, and whatever. And so some stuff is tweaking, but some stuff isn't, and you cannot figure out what authorization it actually wants because it's not making any sense.
So it's not working for you? No. Would I'm gonna can I look around and see who has any of those like card keys?
Yep.
I point out Mario as a high-ranking officer whose key card would authorize a lot of changes.
Yeah. Wario would have access to a lot of things. The Ash Nobleman probably also would have at least a decent amount of clearance. You saw that Hazel had a pass card. You're not quite sure what department she works for, but she's clearly got some sort of authorization access.
I'm gonna, Cyrus, would you, just based on what you know about how all of this works, looking around, sorry, I slipped into it. Looking around at the people here, could you kind of pick out who might have access to this panel for the things that we want?
Well, the higher ranking, the more access you have. But Hazel, if Hazel, that's something at least, and she seemed like she'd be less
If
angry.
I do have to point out, if we're jamming all of their radio signals, it's not really going to matter, because as soon as we leave and the radio signal comes back, they're going to know it was us. Do we really need to change the keys, or do we need to just get out of here and then... I don't know what you smugglers do. Buy off somebody in a port somewhere to...
And we get to Haven.
them again?
Repaint our ship, yeah.
I mean, Haven is called Haven because it's where all the pirates and smugglers go to hang out outside of the grip of the Imperium. We're very straightforward on naming conventions. In
Okay.
this
Let's
stuff.
go before somebody.
So-
We're okay
also,
with that.
Yes.
here is where they're going to keep their Imperial credits. It'll be on the brig in a lockbox.
And the brig.
The brig.
We just came
the
from
bridge.
Bridge,
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah.
bridge.
They don't keep their money in the brig.
That would be hilarious.
That worked out well. Why does this keep happening?
Why do the prisoners keep stealing our gold?
Are you suggesting that we go to the bridge and try and manipulate our way into stealing this money and getting out of here?
I think we just gotta go.
I think you're a fool.
Look, if we're going to go to if he's by himself, I can deal with the captain very easily.
I don't like it.
You never like it. You're not paid to like it. You're paid to stand outside the door, make sure nobody comes in until my clothes are back on.
She's just gonna like.
Okay, no.
I'm gonna
Let's
remember
no.
that. I'm gonna use that.
I would never make you put yourself out like that. Let's just
It's
get
really not
this
a problem.
you're not saving yourself.
I
It's a
would love to
problem.
make you put yourself out
Captain,
like
my
that.
captain.
We're running away to
escaping.
find
Stand
my
outside the door.
ex-lover, the pirate captain. I'm not sure what
Yeah.
you think.
You know, it's not the destination; it's the journey.
It is a journey, that's for sure.
My thought was.
I would like to reach the destination bus.
My thought was if we need it, we got the cart. I could maybe bump somebody. I'm pretty sneaky. I've got those fast hands. I could maybe pull a keycard if we needed it.
I'm crafty. Maybe I get a distraction
Maybe I bump them
if
and you
we
pull
need
it.
it.
What if we just get in our ship and get the hell out of here?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
No, that's
Yes.
an idea.
That's an option.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go.
Let's. All right. If that's what you want, are you sure?
Yeah. Let's do it. We do need that distraction to get that guard out of there.
Yeah. Let's get on the ship first.
No, yeah, let's get on the ship because they said they would let us in.
But that's right. We need to
can
go.
get
I have my tools.
So
How do we disconnect the line to the ship that's currently keeping us docked?
I can take care of that.
She's very good at this.
Yes. All right.
So we're going on because we think that something on the ship is jamming it. We're gonna go find it.
Yes.
We've got all these tools.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go get on the ship and see how it looks.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
You make your way to the owl. Yeah, no one really seems to care so much that you guys are headed there.
As I pass the guard, hey Bowen,
Yeah.
going the crew.
Yeah, no, the guard, which guard was that?
Flynn the human here.
Yeah, Walker and Bowen, the couple of guards, kind of just give you like a yeah, kind of like scan, like all right, yeah, crew, sure. They do not seem to care. Bowen seems like he's still very intently like trying to talk to Hazel. There's a lot of the like lean happening. She is having none of it.
How distracted does he look?
He looks very distracted.
I'll be right back.
You get small. Okay, where you headed?
Oh no.
I want to try and sneak over there unbeknownst to him, and just see if I can get that key card off him for no reason whatsoever.
We'll grab your
Since we've decided not to do that.
Sure. Go.
No, actually, that makes no sense. We'll just keep going.
You just yeah, it's like I will let you.
Yeah.
I would like to do the dangerous thing because dangerous.
You get more XP if you cause
I am
danger
key
and
of the
shenanigans.
daredevil. That's
Yes.
true. So I do thrive on dangerous. I'm doing it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right, grab a Jackie because I know this shtick.
Pitch me some roll. What are you gonna? How are you?
All
gonna
right.
do this? 'Cause you're-
So I want to use crafty and sneaky
Okay.
for my sly. Distractions, because I noticed a distraction currently for this man. So
Yep.
I would use that.
Sure.
And so that's 1, 2, 3, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to. I will have to bluff my way out
Well, you
of this.
get
if I do.
1, and then you get 1 for the trait, and then you get for
Yeah.
the bottom things. So that's 4, right?
That's 5. 'cause
One
he's
for
got
trying,
Right,
one for
five.
sly, and
one
then
for trying, one
One,
for
two,
sly.
three.
3
That's
tags.
5.
Yes.
If you get 3 passes, let's see. How do we? Because he is already distracted, but you're pulling off of Hazel, I assume, because she's the one with the key.
I was going for.
does-
Bowen would also have a key
Yeah,
card. You
yeah,
just don't
yeah.
know.
what the access level
What
is?
the access level is.
All right, I'll go for Hazel then.
Okay. I will say with
Whisper in her ear. I'll get this guy out for you.
Oh yeah. I could just kind of head over there, and as regular
Flynn.
Oh,
the human.
okay.
Flynn the human. Yeah, as regular Flynn the
Do
human.
it. Do it.
I'll go over there as Flynn.
save her from this conversation.
Yes.
All right.
Hey Hazel.
With 3 passes,
Bowen.
you're able to get the key card without too much of a hitch. With 5, something additional will happen in your favor.
Okay. So I'm over there. I'm kind of chatting her and him up, type of
Yeah.
thing, and I'll go ahead and throw all of them from the pool.
Oh my gosh.
Go
Okay.
big or go home.
Bold.
That
big
is
and go home.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
4 hits.
Wow.
And I will use my secret of the lucky break to maintain all of those that I used for the pool,
Okay.
Nice.
because it was a success.
Yep. Yeah, you come over. You start inserting yourself into this conversation. Bowen is definitely trying to give you the like, bro, what are you doing signal. And you completely ignore him. As you
Tomorrow night we're drinking. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, there's new cocktails that we were gonna try out.
Is that right? Hey, Bowen, what's your favorite cocktail?
Yeah, I'm kind of just a whiskey neat guy.
Like neat whiskey, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty nifty.
Yeah, I like cocktails. You know, you should really try. If you like whiskey, you need a Scotch cocktail. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to sneak off of her while distracted. with that.
Yeah, you do it. You get the card kind of off of her like belt or whatever. You're passing it around, getting it pocketed, and then you feel a hand in your back pocket.
Perception check. Whose hand is in my back pocket?
Well, based on the way you're standing, pretty sure it's got to be the only person who's close enough to you to reach, which is Hazel.
Yeah. Is it remaining there?
Yep.
That's right. Flynn, that's great. Hazel, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I gotta get back to work. There is all of this that I have to do. We need communications, but I will see you for that cocktail.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. Oh, all right, Bowen. You stay good.
You extricate yourself. Bowen is almost straight up doing the like, what was that? At you.
Walking back over to the crew and just mouthing, "She touched my butt."
You just see the like, oh my god.
2 thumbs up from Natasha.
I'm like, oh.
She's very cute. You should bring her along.
No, no, we're not doing that.
What?
Right.
No, it would be adorable.
So I did the risky thing and I got the experience for it and the key card that you don't need.
The experience.
You'll keep talking about this very ephemeral experience. Is that part of the journey you were talking about,
Yes.
Captain Vance?
Yes.
So now we got this for no reason.
Okay. You make your way onto the Owl, your beloved little ship.
I breathe easier now.
Yeah. It looks like particularly Kale, you can tell, like, it looks like somebody has been through the ship. It's not, like, ransacked or anything.
Oh, good.
No. Like, they didn't toss it, but there was, like, definitely, like, they went through and kind of checked it out. Some doors are open that shouldn't be, where it's like, oh yeah, they were checking to see if you were hauling obviously illicit cargo. The usual sorts of things. But it doesn't
Just
look
the
like
human kind of illicit cargo.
Yes, just the human kind of illicit. Funnily enough, they already offloaded the illegal cargo. They just didn't know it. But it doesn't look like anything's been tampered with or too out of place particularly. It's just that equivalent of, like, somebody has moved all of my furniture 1 inch to the left.
Using my ex-Imperial soldier stuff, is there anywhere that they would place a tracker or something like that? Like a sort of like, yeah, we always put it here.
Oh, sure. There is a possibility that they would have put like a what is the term that I'm thinking of? Almost like the RFID scan card, like probably somewhere up in the cockpit, in the sense of like that when you pass certain checkpoints, it would automatically scan you so they can trace where you're going next. You know where that would be. It would be up near the pilot's controls and stuff like that. They're not super hard to find because the most common application of those sorts of things is essentially the like, you got caught driving under the influence. We're going to put this on to make sure you get through the checkpoints correctly, or or like, oh, you're a nobleman. We're giving you a pass so that you don't have to stop. Yeah, fast track style. So they're usually fairly obvious. But yeah, that would be the only thing that you could think of that you would be expecting to look for.
If I find one, I'll...
Using that key card, could we adjust the reader so that it gives us the noble pass if we find it?
You would have to take both the tracker and the key card back onto the Hand of Sorrow and do it at one of their keys. Again, your ship is physically connected, but not ethereally connected. You do not have data share between the two at the moment. You can try to get to that access, but again, because all the radio signals are currently being jammed, you'd have to resolve that issue so that you can actually like talk to the other ship.
Yeah, we can't just put a cord between the two.
I mean, you could try to run the Ethernet cable, but again, someo's going to notice.
Well, we're a maintenance crew. We're trying to restore
don't mind
the
me, this is
communication.
fine.
Yeah. I mean, that is
See if there's a
technically an
hardwired
option.
issue or...
You could take your like ether port and like run it back out and go plug it in and be like, we're trying to download the data off of the
That's right.
ship.
Communications are down. We didn't get it. We
Yeah.
gotta do this.
Like,
There we go.
that is a valid option if you want to take the time to try to do that.
No. I think we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
The alternative, could I just smash that thing so they won't track us?
You could absolutely just crush this thing.
Should I smash that thing?
Just crush it.
What is this thing?
Be nice to my ship. All
What
right.
does this thing do?
You know,
It needs to hoot after it's done. All right.
We gotta take this bad thing
it's an
off
owl.
of it. They put a tracker on us, basically.
Yeah.
The thing is a tracker?
Yeah, it's...
I wanna just like, boosh, like
Okay.
two hands, bring it around and smash it.
Oh yeah, no, this, you don't even have to roll for this one. This is a very easy, like, that's the thing, it just shatters.
I try and take a look. Oh, is it all right? It's all right. Look at any of the connections. Anything else get accidentally damaged through this?
I mean, it looks like there might just be like the barest hint of like a little bit more of a concave in that spot, but on the side of the
I'll
like
fix it.
steering wheel.
Dinged
But
our ship.
I have to take care of my charge.
No, it's fine. Look around.
I'm not
It's fine.
gonna risk.
Yeah.
That's like turning my key.
yeah.
So, should we get out of here?
I would love
On
to
it,
not
Captain.
be
Let's
here.
check the fuel. I'm gonna check the fuel before we go. How much are we?
It's exactly where it was when you got picked up, so it hasn't burned anymore because it's
Okay,
been
good.
after
But we're
this,
good.
Strap it in.
it's low.
Well, do I know if we could make it to Haven? With
You don't know where you are yet. You haven't actually. You
That's
I,
haven't.
will,
you
I
haven't
would like to
gotten
do
it
a
yet.
navigation roll.
Okay.
Do it.
Let's see. So
Yeah.
I want to use...
About 50 light years.
So,
Can I assist with
Smuggler, 1 for that. I have a navigation. And then I'll use 2 from the pool.
Whoops.
in the box.
In the box. 3.
3.
Yep.
It doesn't look. You're pretty sure you'd still be able to get to Haven. You're a little bit not in the direction that you would like to be, but not super far off. So it's just one of those like, we might be doing a rough landing, like a skate landing to actually
Oh,
When
so
we try and, like-
so that's
So,
Thursday.
yeah, Thursday,
landing.
yeah.
Thursday
Thursday
landing.
landing.
What if we do like a burn and drift and a burn and drift?
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you think?
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
I will say, this is also dependent though on that's based on traveling at your normal clip. You are probably going to have to burn excess fuel if you're going to try to blast away
Yes.
from the Hand of Sorrow. That might put you guys in a slightly more dire position.
But I do like the blast and go.
You still might be able to do a fair amount of just kind of
so
Okay, so
catch the eye.
do we still want to do the distraction, boom, boom, make things blow up, the fun part?
if we can disable the ship, we won't have to burn through all that fuel.
Do you see any kind of, I don't know, like anything that might make the ship go? Not our ship.
Well,
Not
we have
no.
engines.
From
and
where we
fuel.
are, can
I
you
have an
see
idea.
anything that makes the ship go?
They were saying that they were actually gonna just cut us off and let us drift. So maybe if we can use this key card, do you think we could insert that order and then this ship, their ship takes off and leaves us adrift in space and then we can get out? What do you think?
They know that we're on the ship. They probably don't want to leave crew behind.
Right.
I do think I see something that might make them go, and possibly even leave us. And you see the Lady Blackbird is standing, because you're all kind of on this like bridgey area, and she points out the front viewport, and you see from behind the pink ionic clouds that have sort of drifted up from the lower depths as y'all have been sitting here, just a tentacle sort of like undulating up in and out of the cloud. I also have a sneaking suspicion that might be why the radio signals aren't working. Those things are notoriously negatively charged.
It's a squid thing.
Sky
Squid
squid,
thing.
yes, sky squid. I've never seen one this close, and I really hope I don't see it any closer.
We're gonna need fuel.
Well, let's just let's go, and then maybe we could find something else. We need to go. We need to go.
I think we just go and we risk running out of fuel and dying in space. That sounds
You're
like
the commander. Let's do it.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
If we can get away, then we can radio for help. We can put out a distress signal. We just have to be able to signal anything.
Who's gonna help us?
Don't you have smuggler friends or something?
Haven.
Yeah, of course. We have a lot of
Efficiency.
friends.
I can
Maybe
make
your boyfriend.
Let me tinker with the
Maybe my boyfriend, yes.
You have more friends than enemies in this area? I'm not going to be risky.
You seem terribly charismatic. That's how I ended up picking your ship in the first place. Although I'm starting to wonder if I should have gone with the people who were charging more.
You're
but-
safe. You're alive.
Should have
You're
gone
fine.
with the people who were
Also-
charging more.
Also, I would like to revisit the boyfriend thing. Is this an ex-boyfriend thing?
I mean, he's technically he is currently my ex because we did break up because of the other. We can talk about this once we get.
While you guys
like
are
an
discussing
incredibly
this,
personal
I'm gonna
question.
be tinkering
you
with
know,
the engines and increase
already
their
firm
efficiency.
friends.
I have an efficiency
Okay,
bonus.
go ahead, roll.
There's more squids in space.
There are a lot of squids in space.
That's why the captain's pissing his pants is that squid, huh?
That might have something to do with it.
I've got 2 out of 3.
I have secret of leadership. I'm gonna be like, no. So I can have you re-roll a failed roll
Okay.
by giving them orders, advice, or setting a good example.
Okay.
And I mansplain a little bit to you.
I'll let you re-roll your.
Hey!
Okay, 3 successes. Yeah, you go in and you're like, wait, I remember how to do this, and you just do some crazy ratcheting with your like cogs and gears and dumping some very questionable liquor into some fuel port something.
Yeah.
And I know that it won't
some
hurt the
for you.
engines.
You're this is a thing you've definitely done before.
Yes.
It's a jerry rig. It's gonna be rough, but it's gonna be less rough than the Sky Squid, probably.
Exactly.
I'm watching Naomi watch her do this. What's your reaction like?
I want to say she's looking there, like trying to act like she knows what's going. Like she's very concerned. We're gonna make sure that this is going okay.
Right,
But she
because
has no idea.
You see me go glug 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 into the engines.
Yeah, back and
She has
forth.
no idea what's going on, but she's watching to make sure that it's all going the way it's supposed to be going.
Just a full chain of everyone looking at each other. With
Basically watching Kale's face while Kale does things. Like,
Yeah.
is that good? All right. Okay, how about now?
This is a
That's
Kel's
good too. That's good.
I'm doing what I love. It's
It's
for
gonna
my
be fun.
captain.
Wear your seatbelts.
I'm strapped in. That's good advice.
There are seatbelts on this thing. That would have been excellent to know on takeoff.
We forget things.
Where
how long ago
are
did
Not-
we
your
take off?
There's
seatbelts?
no.
Rope that comes over
Was it
and you
last
tie it
Wednesday?
around you.
No, it was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
There's these pieces of rope you tie around you. It's,
Yeah.
There's no seatbelts in the hidden cargo space.
No.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. How do we break away from that ship?
Oh, do you want me to? We can just take care of the. You punch and I'll boom.
Sounds good to me.
Punch and boom. The old punch and boom. Let's
The
do
good
it.
old punch and boom.
This is definitely a maneuver that you guys have used many times before, where you hit the thing and she hits it with lightning at the same time, and it 90% of the time it works out the way you want it to.
I mean, I can break anything with my bare hands.
This is true.
So,
I know some maneuvers, so I will list lazily to the left.
Oh,
as
what
soon
kinds
as,
of maneuver? Oh,
like
driving
listing-
maneuvers.
Yes,
right.
yeah, like listing lazily to the left.
wow.
Yeah,
Clockwise and to the left.
that's right.
He's done this before.
I can tell.
Don't worry, you're in good hands with Snuggle.
Hey,
What?
she's gonna like.
I can
one
change
of-
up the size of all sorts of things.
She's just
Oh,
gonna
really?
grab.
That
She's just
applies
gonna grab one
everywhere?
of his hands and like, isn't that delightful? And squeeze.
No, please don't break his driving hand. We're going to need that later.
Daddy needs that.
I can break anything, and she's gonna lean in.
I do like to live dangerously, Cap.
I like to
What
live.
the dingle dangle are you talking about?
His dangle dangle.
Kale pops up only for the end of the conversation. Is like, what just happened?
Don't flim that phlegm. Let's go.
All right, let's dingle dangle our way out of here. All right,
All
you
right.
guys doing your thing?
We did it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're just straight up punching. I rolled to see how well Tasha's spell went off. She did
The
fine.
thing is connecting.
Naomi and Tasha pop up and just fully destroy this little like war thing. Naomi, I'm gonna say you probably just because you're big strong girl are able to just then grab and like yank the hatch shut. You probably don't actually lock it. You probably just like jam it shut. You can deal with that later.
I wanna do the full on, like, I wanna wind up and like come around as if I had like a hammer and just come down and like smash. And then
Yeah.
as it goes, I'm gonna like kick my foot off of it, like I'm kicking off from the
Yeah.
dock, and just slam the door shut.
Perfect.
You hear what they're doing to my baby? Come on.
Lightning and thunder just
worry,
shoots
don't worry,
out
Kale
of
fix
his
it.
hands.
Kale's got it.
The last thing
Add it
you
to the
hear,
list, Kale.
the last thing you hear is a bunch of very concerned shouts and screams from inside the other ship as this ball of lightning comes shooting through as this thing shatters, and also as as the owl kind of pops away, and suddenly they can now all see the sky squid. Because there's an opening where there wasn't one. Now they have a window. And there seems like just a general brief moment of panic, and then the door slams shut. And you are now free of the hand of sorrow.
All right, listing lazily to the left, just kind of drifting away, and I wanna check my instruments to see if I see any signs of pursuit whatsoever. I figured they're distracted with Mr. Squid, but
Yeah, they're pretty distracted. Just by clocking out the window, like looking at your instruments, you are seeing that your radio signal is starting to sort of like twitch, essentially. So the movement away from the ship is affecting that. You do also just see out the portholes or out the viewfinder. You can see that like the ship next to you seems to be arming itself.
all right, it's time to kick it into overdrive.
Yeah, let's strap in.
Yep, everybody holds on to
How
something.
close can I get to this squid while remaining safe?
It depends on if the squid decides that you are a bigger threat than the bear.
Where is it right now? Just so I know.
So you're, up next to this big ship, right? And the squid is kind of like over here, just sort of like lazily tentacling its way out of the ionic clouds.
So we need to go away and then poof, go toward Haven, yeah?
So this thing's if it decides to attack the ship, which you're suspecting it probably is going to, it's gonna just come kind of straight at you guys. That said, the Hand of Sorrow is like 5 times the size of the owl. It is massive. You could easily, especially with all of your piloting skill, you could easily maneuver around to kind of like drop down or pop up and
just
kind of like
come in
use-
and barrel
yeah.
roll over the squid while the squid is coming
Yes.
at the ship.
Yeah, like you feel like you could perform some crafty maneuvering
Yeah.
that would let you get past it. It's just a matter of like that timing of like, can you do it and like shoot the hole through the tentacles before they clap in
Alright.
on you or anything like that.
All right, guys and dolls and everyone else, here we go.
I'm hitting buttons and flaps and
I'm watching
helping.
the engines. I'm watching the engines.
I'm gonna wrap my arms around around Natasha and like hold her to her chair as like extra seatbelt. So she's behind the chair holding her in.
Shouldn't you also be strapped in there?
I am.
Right? Thank you. As you.
There's anti-gravity on this?
Um,
Or artificial gravity, excuse me?
yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So we blast past, and then we head out to Haven.
Setting a course for Haven, boss.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Go ahead and give me some sort of piloting roll just to see how bananas, and I will let you if people want to help in various ways and contribute from their pool to yours,
Okay, well, I have
they
Engines.
can.
navigation,
Okay.
daring, maneuvering, evasion, tricky flying. So that's 5 right there.
Yeah.
I've got pilot and navigation. Can I add 2? Give you 2 of my dice?
Yeah. I'll allow that.
Okay.
We're playing fast and loose with this system.
I have.
So
I have
these are your
escape.
2, and then there's the 1
I don't
for
think
that,
that's a
1
pilot
for pilot.
escape.
There.
Okay,
And then
can
I've
I-
got 1.
Can I get like either efficiency?
We'll let you use efficiency. Contribute
Yeah.
one from efficiency.
Okay, grab one.
1 for that.
How many are we rolling total?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay. Cool.
I think I should add some for my pool.
No, you know.
I was gonna say the DC for just baseline escaping this all just works right, is 5. On a 5, you escape with absolutely no damage and everything, whatever. So I'll say depending on if you get excessively more successes than 5, then there might be additional benefit.
2 from the pool, just to make sure.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly.
You succeed. It's tight, it's hairy. You see 2 of the tentacles starting to close in, and Snargle expertly just like spins through, shoots through the hole as you guys hear the sickening crack echo through the atmosphere of these tentacles slamming down onto the Hand of Sorrow, and you hear that like rev charge of their plasma gun firing, revving and then firing into this squid as they are now locked in a life or death battle with this monstrosity that is now attached.
I feel bad for them, but we got free.
You are in fact free and clear.
We should have rescued Hazel. Oh wow.
As I'm doing that turn, I just want to say,
This is why Snargle makes the big bucks.
While you're making that turn, I'm still just holding her and screaming the whole time, just like, I hate this trip.
Okay, I've made the captain happy.
Yeah, you guys blast it. I assume you just kind of get enough clear, get out of sight, and then probably reduce down speed or cut your
Yeah.
engines to
Yep.
assess things.
I have not let go.
Yeah. A little lower, please. Just a little. I mean,
She's still like where she's gonna lower it so it's across
Yeah.
her
No,
chest,
I-
but she's still holding like
That's-
very, very firmly.
That's fine. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. It's very good. You can let go.
No.
I know there's some strong emotional attachments. We're going to have to discuss that at some point. Yeah, you guys settle down and you're able to do some checks and assessment. Your radio signal's picking back up. Yes. So you have cleared. It was not you, turns out. It was
right.
the squid. So it looks like you are going to be able to issue transmissions and you're able to kind of get an assessment. There's a little bit of, there's a little bit of damage to the ship, mostly from Naomi, but it's very minor and primarily cosmetic.
How many rats did we lose?
Oh, you do. You check in. Barry comes up and gives the report. Two of his brave soldiers nobly sacrificed themselves to go chew on some wiring in that other ship because they don't like those guys. But everybody else is free and clear, and yeah.
Thank you, Barry. We'll never eat you. I promise.
You got it, boss.
Barry talks.
Barry.
Friends with alacrity?
Natasha and Tammy are like, have the rats always talked? Or is that new? I don't remember that. Okay, never mind. Don't want to know, actually.
We spend a lot of time in crazy places. Things happen.
Clearly.
But assessment here. Can we reach Haven from here with our
Let me do
communications?
another navigation. My one pool left, and then 2, so this is only 3 dice.
I can help if
Yeah, I
I
was
can.
gonna say, what else can we
See that?
put in?
1 smuggler navigation.
You can take that one from Natasha's pool.
All right.
I have-
She's
okay.
got.
And then can I take one from your pool?
Yeah, I mean, I have maps. I have navigation. It's up to the DM.
Yeah. I'll let you
take-
take.
Yeah, I'll take just one. 3.
3 successes.
Yes.
You can get really close to Haven. You're probably not going to be able to land. You might need to call for, essentially, call AAA for a pickup when you get to the
All
edge
right.
of the
Yeah.
Let's
atmosphere.
Yeah.
get into orbit, see if
Yeah.
we can get somebody to come help.
Sounds good. That's the plan.
But everything else about the ship seems to be perfectly in order. You also see that there's basically the equivalent of all of your voicemails are loading in now that you're back in service. There are a handful of messages that have sort of tried to ping your comms. It looks like most of them were pings coming off of the Hand of Sorrow when it was trying to connect to read your
Gotcha.
data. Again,
Okay.
the Wi-Fi was trying to connect, but there was no signal.
Right.
So it looks like most of them are those. You do, however, see one from kind of an unknown contact that looked like it was like a geolocational ping, and the tagged message to it is something roughly equivalent. It's a little garbled, and it's something roughly equivalent to missed the pickup, new location. Please respond.
All right. Respond back. Need to refuel. Will head to new location.
Cool.
And that is something that we should expect, right? That's normal.
It's a normal kind of message, but you don't recognize the tag of the ship it came from, which is weird. Because this is the sort of thing that if you were doing a smuggling job currently, right, you would have a contact that you're doing a drop-off with. This is the standard sort of exchange that you would get, but you don't know who it came from. And since you're not currently carrying cargo, you're not sure who you would be meeting up with.
Oh, because
but
I asked Tasha if she knows this tag.
She looks and she goes, "Oh, yes, that I think that's one of Flint's tags."
All right.
Okay.
And you're still gonna go through with this? You didn't discover anything else on your journey that might make you second guess.
Well, I mean,
I'm stripping in the background to get into my
and then I take off my clothes as well.
this would be what we call a recovery scene. Everyone's just chatting and
Yes.
role playing and
We get our
restoring their pools. Yes.
Pool back.
Yeah. No. Everybody just starts changing clothes, and Tasha's just like, "Well, Look, I'm going to level with you. Uriah and I broke up on very bad terms, and we haven't really spoken since then. So this wasn't really a fully formed plan. It was just given the alternative of going through with this marriage and having to do the whole, Lady of the Imperial Court with all of the money and the politics and the courtiers and everything, I sort of panicked, right?
So you just got the freight out of there.
I mean, yeah.
And yet you judge our ship? Come on, what plan is this?
So I am going
It's such a
to.
commitment,
Buying off. That's how you get XP.
Buying off is how you change your key. You guys have a bunch of XP from that I have not been very accurately tracking.
I am
so I will
just-
say everybody's got 7 or 8.
Right.
So
And,
if you
we've
want
got our
to-
pool of dice back, too.
Yes, you're gonna have your pool of dice back.
We have 30 minutes left.
Yes.
So anyway, I am just going to buy off my key of hidden longing and just say, you should join our crew because I love you. All of this experience that we've had together is really, and if you join our crew, maybe what if you just join our crew? It's
And
great.
Naomi can join, too.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe, sorry.
No, that's
Join the crew, boss?
Yeah, she's amazing. With the lightning and the reading of the logs. I mean,
What's wrong with
Naomi
her
can
joining
punch
your crew?
Anything.
Well, number one, she's hot cargo.
yeah.
I mean, thank you.
No, I mean
Watch your mouth, Goblin.
no disrespect meant, sir. I know that you're very, but I'm trying to say that's not what I meant. I meant she is people are looking for this person. Is it the best thing to have her come with us?
They're also looking for me.
Well, yeah. I mean, she can cut her hair. She can dress different.
I'm not cutting my hair, and I'm definitely not dressing differently.
But that's what we do on the ship.
You cut your hair and you change your clothes? I mean, I'm fine with the clothes changing. That's fine.
I want to say the whole
Depending on
time
what we're
the
doing.
clothes changing was happening that I was holding the tea towel or the tea sheet to try to cover.
Waste,
Imagine, was that originally was around as a...
yeah, that because I had that on. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took it from her while they're getting changed, and I'm holding a little curtain.
Amazing.
Ugh.
Got the Robin Hood Men in
Well,
Tights,
I mean, yeah, I was not okay. Well, I'm not averse to the idea of joining the crew. The last half of that statement was a bit of a surprise, but not bad at it, really.
Yeah. Pretend the last part didn't happen, but
And no, we could just pretend it did. That's also fine. I guess it's not pretending since it did.
yeah.
I'm not necessarily committed to joining the pirates, and smuggling is really just sort of a more regulated piracy, isn't it?
Not really committed to anything.
I mean,
No,
and to be
it's
honest,
not one of my traits.
everything we do is smuggling because we take legitimate gigs as well, transports. Maybe we even verge more towards legitimate cargo.
Oh, I want to be looking around the ship the whole time, making note of how not clean it is.
Especially being on the
All the
other.
rats and everything. Just be like,
Try and try.
what assurances do you have that you could keep my lady safe? I'm just gonna
I assume. Sorry, going into a different accent.
that's the whole time.
Oh no, the ionosphere has infected the whole ship with Jensen's disease. It's terrible.
No, I mean,
It was the squid.
You know what?
you would be there, right?
Yes.
You would be ensuring her safety.
Yes, I would.
All right, there you have it. Answer your own question.
Also, maybe we trade this ship in for the one that actually matches the tag, the brand new owl.
I will. I do have a lot of money.
Yeah.
New engines.
I am rich. That's sort of the only thing I had going for.
Don't get any ideas.
But
Wait.
I do have a lot of money.
So you could help us upgrade the ship, maybe? Come on, not a new ship. Really?
Clean it, refresh, a full refresh.
Full refresh.
Full refresh.
New tags. Huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of efficiency things here on the engines. The engines are cool.
Welcome to the crew.
Well, if that's the case, then I should probably go send a message to Uriah that we're not going to be meeting up with him, and hopefully he's not going to be too upset about that.
I can't see any problems, eh, boss? I mean, she's running off with a guy who loves her. It's
Wait.
great.
I mean,
Uriah
He's rich
knew
and
we
powerful,
were-
and his name is Uriah for some reason.
He knew that you might not.
Uriah knew that we were on the.
I mean, I sent him coordinates and arranged a sort of, drop off. I still don't really know how he feels about this. Like I said, we broke up under sort of rough circumstances.
Can you explain this breakup a little bit?
It's not really that interesting.
You say rough.
Yes, we were going to elope, and right before we eloped, he commuted with somebody else, and he didn't take it well.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what. Look, have you ever? You aside, I know you've been. Have you ever been around nobility from the Imperium? They're awful, and we're not allowed to do anything. So pretty much all we do is have affairs with each other, just constantly. Like trying to one-up each other on the most absurd and traumatizing affair that we can have, the most scandalous. It's literally all we have to do.
No,
that
man,
why
it
you
sounds
left?
terrible.
Is that why you left, Captain? Is that why you left?
I mean, I left because my captain was a tool. Was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, who did you serve under?
Johnson.
Oh, yes, I concur. He's terrible.
Yeah. Anyway,
that noise.
he. If I could have run him over with the ship, I would have.
That
But
would be too good for him, honestly.
yeah. Anyway,
Well, if we see him, I will set a collision course, sir.
Nope,
no,
not with her in it. No, you don't.
Maybe not on your ship that you seem very adamant about protecting.
But
Well, no, not the
He-
ship. If we see him personally, I'll ram him with the ship.
yeah. I see.
Run him over,
Yeah.
so to speak.
If he is out floating in space, you have my permission to hit him.
Have you ever thrown anyone out of an airlock?
yes.
I know I've seen you do it. You're very good at it. It's quite. If you ever get a chance to watch or throw someone out of the airlock, you absolutely should.
I
I
It's
would
a
love
really-
to watch that.
I think it's a really good distance on him. My record's
Shot
hard to
put
beat.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No over bar.
In the void of space, they just keep going.
Yeah, you can't. The only thing that sucks is you can't hear them. They get on the airlock and that's it.
Wow.
All right, so I'm going to message Uriah and
Wait.
tell him sorry, we're off, and then we're going to go find a place to hole up and make some improvements.
Don't
To the ship.
message him. Don't message him though, because did he know that we were captured?
I mean, I didn't get a chance to tell him before we got picked up, so
Is that what this message was? People looking for that? Were they pinging us? Is
yeah.
that why you know this ship? Messaging us for a drop off?
yes, because I sent him a message from your ship like 3 days ago.
So
I'm just
so
saying
wait-
maybe we all died with that squid, and then he doesn't have to know about it.
You know, that would solve about 6 or 7 problems. We should probably not be dead until I've cleared out my bank account, though.
Oh, good
They don't
call.
have to know about it.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good
We
call.
go-
Well, they could have. The people who grabbed you could have cleared out your bank account.
It's a fair
I
point.
think we should do that. We grabbed her, and we're gonna clear out that bank account.
You make an excellent point. This was a kidnapping gone horribly wrong, and everyone died violently at the hands of a sky squid. No one can prove otherwise, right?
Yes.
How do we transfer the funds, though? Do we open a new account? Like, what are we doing?
Oh, I have like 6 or 7 backup accounts. Don't worry about that. They're all under different names.
Like, what's the offshore Swiss bank account for equivalent?
No, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we just have to pull it, and then I can be declared dead.
All right. Yep.
Love it.
It'll take them a minute before they report. Before anyone finds out that the ship went down.
So we're gonna have to get. You know what? We're gonna have to order a refueling ship on the down low, rather than landing in Haven, where there's this Flint probably has eyes and ears.
I mean, everybody has eyes and ears in Haven, though, so can't be that big. We'll just. Surely you've got a connection on Haven who you can call.
Of course.
You have some mechanic-y type friend over there who will just fly us out some fuel.
We land. If we
Alright.
yes.
Got a couple of cousins.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Do they all do the thing?
Don't get any ideas.
I was just asking the question. I'm not familiar with goblin culture, but I'd like to be.
Yeah. I'll give Blogger a call. It'll be all right.
Great, wonderful.
No.
Wow, I'm trying to figure out how much I pick up of this. I'm like, wow, they're gonna have a party.
You know,
Yeah.
you should
I
call
want to
Gar.
go to the party.
Garb, you want me to call Garb?
Yeah.
All right, but that guy, he's a lot. He is a lot. Are you sure? He might derail this.
Well, wouldn't that require us? We're in an airship, not a train, so I think we're probably fine.
That's fine. I do have time. All right, I'll give him a call.
Messages are sent, snacks are eaten, closed door conversations are probably had.
No,
to
Garb,
varying
it's
degrees.
Snargle. No, it's Snargle, Garb. Garb, it's Snargle, your cousin.
It's not. I don't know a snargle. Who's
Will you please put Blarg on?
Yeah, Blarg. There's some telemarketer who wants to talk to you. Ask me by name.
Blarg Malarg, ask for it by name.
Oh, and we're gonna buy a new ship, or are we gonna make this one better?
Oh, make this one better for sure.
Yes.
And
Not enough bleach in the
unrecognizable.
galaxy.
Oh yes, a lovely paint job. Change the tags. Do a little
Ooh,
bit
can
of
we make it a
interior
raven instead of an
redecorating.
owl?
We're painting the inside pink. It's what she likes.
You,
One
know,
room will be painted pink.
Our room.
You
You heard her.
She has a room, and you can visit her in her room, right?
She's paying for all these repairs. She can paint it whatever color she wants.
All right.
You guys get to the edge of the airspace
We're at
haven.
the
Like
edge.
we are so at the edge. You're at the edge, and you've got just the littlest bit of the fuel reserve left. Basically, if you had to just try to jump further into the atmosphere, you could, but you're not going to be able to land. You will need a refuel. After much back and forth with your cousins, you are able to, you're pretty sure, communicate where you guys are popping up, and that you'll be needing either a tow, a refuel, or some combination thereof. And
Is there any kind of space station or kind of thing on the outside of Haven, or is it just on planet?
everything's mostly on planet. What there is kind of in the outer atmosphere is essentially the equivalent of almost like buoy docking stations, and they're specifically for this. They're like the little emergency radio.
Yeah.
It's the roadside assistance. Hey, we screwed up. Can
No,
somebody
no.
get us?
1.35 Mark 29.
Yeah,
No, Blarg.
It's like the little floating yellow box.
basically. Yeah, it's just kind of bobbing there, and they're kind of spaced out around the airspace. So you guys pull up to one of those, and you start screaming at Blarg, trying to get. What? I can't. You keep cutting out. You keep cutting
No,
out.
we had some communication problems. I think Barry got carried away with the wiring.
Wait, Harry's still on the ship? I thought you fired him.
No, we threw him out of an airlock. It was really funny. But no, Barry.
Barry. Right, whatever. Give me that number again. That goes on for an excessive amount of time. You think you finally communicated it through. Yeah, sure enough. You guys been hanging out for a little while, chilling, judging the cleanliness of your own ship. You see this just weird looking little, it's almost like, because the owl is like a little round submarine-y looking thing, if you will. This kind of looks like if somebody took multiple Lego sets and just pulled off chunks and sort of smacked them together and then shoved a parasail on the back. Just sort of you can see the spurts of exhaust fume and whatever kind of comes teetering up, and it's definitely heavy listing. One side is just way heavier than the other, and they keep having to correct. As it approaches you, you finally see a goblin, currently purple-skinned, bright orange hair, run out onto one of the sort of wing protrusions and sit down and then grow into a larger size to try to level out.
Don't worry, they're professionals.
Oh, I love the orange hair. You should do that.
Just when I thought there could not possibly be a less suited ship.
Oh yeah, no, this looks pretty scrapped together.
Absolutely proven wrong. This goblin ship.
I believe it.
No, I can see why you thought this was appropriate and clean now. I see. Okay.
As it pulls up, the goblin on the wing waves at you and is like, "Found ya!"
Yep, there he is. No, he can't hear me from here. No.
Pulls up, makes a horrible scraping noise as it screeches into
It'll buff
dock
out.
up.
It's fine. It'll buff out.
Yeah, and starts refueling. You can see the gauge ticking back up as now the ship starts listing the other direction. The goblin on the wing goes running back inside so he doesn't overweight it as the fuel is dumped into the owl.
See, I told you, professionals.
Professional what?
Yes.
All of the above, apparently.
What do you need?
I'll get it done.
And then once the ship is refilled, they're not able to fully refill your tank, but they get you to about half up, plenty to get back in, and you all cruise in together and make your way to one of the landing fields of Haven. This is just a big kind of publicly accessible landing field where you can, pay for parking essentially.
Yes.
It's the
Find
parking
a
garage.
find a nondescript hangar, I believe.
Yes.
And
Yeah, you go in and you can see too that the reason why this other goblin shanty ship has accompanied you is because you guys kind of pull in and kind of park in essentially like a back corner of the hangar, and this thing takes this parasail and just turns into like this giant umbrella. A bunch of the protrusions collapse off and then start reconfiguring themselves and basically plop onto the front of your ship, fully masking the owl into looking like it is this weird scrap salvage ship.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And then you just hear pounding on the slightly dented entry door, Snoggle! Snoggle!
Oh, God,
It's
no.
Wednesday!
I know. Hey, you're gonna have to pay them for this. All right, come on in, guys.
These two goblins come running in, big hugs to Snargle, brother, we thought you were dead!
God, blog, the Malogs themselves in the flesh, whatever color that is now.
Hey, it can be any color you want it to be. You know what day it is, right?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. You know what we do on Wednesday?
Get drunk.
Gambling!
Oh.
We drinking?
Those go together.
We was gonna go throw some craps. You wanna come throw some craps with us?
I will throw so many craps.
Awesome.
I will crap the table.
yeah, I'm also gonna go throw some crap.
You are gonna love the new gal they got. Ooh, she can suspend fully upside down off the pole. She got 3 wings.
Oh my God. All right. All right. Hey, you should come see this. This is gonna be great for you in particular.
She's gonna look at him and then look back at Tasha and just.
Tasha is fully just fascinating.
Hey, there ain't no party like a goblin strip party, all right? Come on.
I can tell.
I just need to confirm that we're talking about dice when you say craps and
what else
crapping on
would
the
we-
table.
Yeah.
I've seen your ship. I'm making sure.
All right, that's just offensive and crude.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be an adventure. It'll be fun, right? And besides, if anything goes really poorly, we can always just call Flint again. He'll come pick us up. He always does.
I think you burned that bridge.
Oh,
Yeah,
my lady.
that's how that works.
I mean, it'll just take him some time to get over it. I'm sure.
You sure
I
you
thought we
wanna
wanted to
take
think
her?
you're dead.
Then wouldn't it be miraculous if I wasn't? I'm not saying that I'm going to call him Cyrus. I'm sure this is going to be the beginning of a wonderful
Friendship.
friendship. We could do that too.
Friends with benefits.
Or
no
friends.
benefits.
So many benefits.
Yeah.
No? Yes? Right. Tasha starts pulling out
Yes.
credit chips.
Yes, thank you.
Benjamin
There
we go.
effect.
Dale's gonna join us tonight with the Malogs, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm going
are.
anywhere she's going.
Well, it sounds like we're going to a strip party, so that seems like that'd be an excellent way to wind
And gambling.
And gambling.
Yeah, the little joint's called the Scarlet Pilot.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wonderful. So do you gamble on the stripping?
I mean, there is that. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you got the right bookie, they will.
I'm gonna
Excellent.
Oh yeah,
bigger
yeah.
tablecloth.
Ooh,
Yeah, there's
I
over under
calculate
how
all
many
the
bones
odds.
they break. You know. it's-
Calculate all the odds.
I'm just holding the tablecloth. I'm
God,
bigger
this is gonna be
tablecloth.
fun. Get to flip the coins and be like,
And you all, to everyone's great chagrin, make your way off the ship with new loves, new friendships, horrifying new implications for whatever the next job you take is, as you are now wanted on so many more levels than you
well, I gotta
previously
I
were.
gotta ask the captain now. Do we have a partnership with them now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I will pledge to them.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. I love having peons.
All right. Well,
Wait, she wants to pee on me? No!
you said with
That's an
benefits.
option.
You
I
said
didn't
with
think you were
benefits.
into that.
I know, but that's not a benefit.
You're gonna let her.
And as everyone tragically explains to Kale what Natasha's whole deal they have discovered is, it's not great, everyone. This chapter.
Then I need to give up on this mission.
Yeah, we will bring this chapter of Lady Blackbird to a close. Thank you all for joining us. As usual,
We made
I
it
ran
off
this
the
game
ship.
so everything
Yeah.
turned into utter chaos and horrible, horrible innuendo. But you did technically get off the ship and
Yes.
more or less succeeded in the mission of extracting the Lady Blackbird from her arranged marriage. At least for the time
We
being.
continue.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this channel is usually on a sort of quest for chaos.
Yes. And
Yes.
boy, was that achieved. Who knows? Maybe we'll come back and revisit this this in a week when all of the first blush of shenanigans has worn off and the crew realizes this was a terrible decision.
No, I already realized. I brought it up in the moment.
Starla is very aware of what's happening and it's not good. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining us for GaryCon Live. We are Quests and Chaos, twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos. We play D&D, Call of Cthulhu, and various other TTRPGs 3-ish times a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. You can find us on YouTube. You can find all of our content on podcasts. Stick around here on the GaryCon Live channel to see whoever's coming up next. They'll be on in a few minutes. We're cutting out a little early because it's morning and we gotta go refill our coffee. Thomas, do you have anything else?
Obviously, so Quests and Chaos, twitch.tv/Quests and Chaos, youtube.com/QuestChaos, no end. And as Alondra said, we are on Twitch, YouTube, podcast. We have the Redacted Reports, which is our podcast only
Yes.
show. We are the distributor for that. That is produced by Tiana Hansen and a bunch of cool people. It's half live play, half radio play, edited together. Great content there. So that's the Redacted Reports on your podcast provider of choice.
The Redacted Reports. You can find all of our actual play content under Natural One, under Chaos Agents, under the Great Dane Society, or just generally by searching Quests and Chaos to find some of our completed shows and our one-shots, like this shenanigan.
Yes. And
Great.
And Natural One starting
Yes.
back up tomorrow
Yeah.
Yes.
for the season 2 premiere. After a 2-year-long hiatus, guys.
We are jonesing to
Finally
get back
back.
at that.
Nice.
we have giveaways for that, so tune in tomorrow night, Monday.
Yep.
And if it's your first time joining us, we did take the liberty of doing a season 1 recap that's available wherever you get your podcasts. So you can go and
on
check that
YouTube
out.
now.
And on
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
So you can go and check that out and kind of get the gist of what happened in season 1. So you're ready for season 2 tomorrow at 7 Pacific time.
Join me in getting fully caught up because I wasn't with the channel when season 1 was airing, so I've got to play catch up. Right. Well,
All right, yeah, that's it. We're gonna bust out of here. We're gonna hit a slate, and then hopefully whoever's coming up next takes over the stream.
stick around, support GaryCon. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.